Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Popcorn Chicken. Got an awesome show today. I am Alvin. Nathan is joining us. He's a bit under the weather.
Hello
But
there.
he's got
How are
his
you
cup
guys?
of tea. Do you have your cup of tea?
I just have water right now.
Oh, no wonder you're sick. You're in Tatooine.
tablets.
Jeez.
Yeah, I forgot.
Nobody goes there. People go there to get sick. But at least you are joining us via StreamYards, modern technology. And we have somebody from Apple. Pop. Hi. I don't know. Anyways. Apple. Yes, we love Apple. They're great. They're delicious.
As you say that, using a Windows computer.
Yes. I did buy an Apple laptop.
Why?
It's my wife. She needs it for her work because they only use Apple software at her work.
Sounds
they're a bit behind in technology.
Sounds like communism to me.
I'm also thinking of getting an Apple laptop because Chris said that it's a great way to edit videos.
Oh,
No.
Just give me the desk there.
No. Yeah, if it was 2005.
Ooh. Nathan, rebuttal, please. You're a big
You know what?
Apple fan.
Apple is good for the user that just wants no hassle. Everything's kind of connected and easy to use. That's what it's for. That's why I like it.
Yes.
I've
Unless
got if you got like
use anything else.
Join us next week on Popcorn Chicken Tech Talk.
Well, do you know what? In 5 days, Apple's got a new announcement. They haven't revealed what it's going to be, but they've just said that, like, oh yeah, in a week we're
The
doing
new
a big new
iPhone
event.
3700 with 15 cameras on it, and it also tucks your children in with knives.
I bought my son an iPhone as well because his phone dropped and cracked. But that phone was a hand me down from his.
You know what? I think our Kasama perfectly encapsulates it. Apple poop.
I didn't want to say it.
There we go. There's your 2-word review. Hi.
Hello. We got a good show. We got a lot of things to talk about today. It's
We do.
jam packed. We've got Rick
Chris
and Morty.
is going to be here in a sec. He's
Yeah, he'll get here. but-
whatever. Yeah,
he'll figure it out.
Nathan's at home, so Chris had to be the fashionably late one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris is like, wait, we gotta have somebody late.
Nathan showed up immediately.
It's
yeah,
lateness
he's
and it's,
battling traffic right now.
lateness and Willow. Those are the two things we have to have.
God damn it.
We say it every episode.
Yeah.
It's a streak that hasn't been broken yet.
No.
Kasama asked, what's your favorite pizza? We like popcorn chicken here.
Meat.
Meat pizza.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
It
Any
is.
meat
Yeah,
on
like
pizza
any type
is
of meat.
usually
It's fine.
pretty
It
good.
goes on pizza.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I think Chris is here. I heard the slam of the door.
Oh.
He's frantically running up here, folks.
Oh yeah, he's got a bunch of bullshit with him, and I don't know what he said. He's got.
Yeah, he said he's got some
surprises.
Halloween surprises.
Holy.
Oh, whoa.
What? Oh.
Just another day. You
Yeah.
know this would be. You can sit here.
Oh.
You can have a seat here today if you want.
Oh, that's cool.
Why do you have Velcro all over this?
My son changed.
Oh, he was
He was changing it up and stuff.
doing some cool designs.
All
right, there.
have a seat, sir.
Thank you.
I had one of these when I was a kid, and then some dude at a bar stole it from me.
You can switch the camera so you can see it.
Yeah, I had it on it the whole time.
No, he didn't.
Yes, I
have,
did.
You have us.
I know.
Now you have it. There
I
you
know.
go, Nathan. You're represented there.
Yeah, there we are.
All right, so we got Rick and Morty to talk about episode 1 and 2 from the new season, and then we've got Loki episode 2 and 3 to talk about because last week we were busy and we couldn't do the show. And then we also have
No, we weren't busy. We just had a bunch of your shit everywhere, and we couldn't get in here.
It's supposed to be a secret.
Yeah.
Come on, no one's supposed to know that. How messy we are.
Yeah.
We. Okay.
Anyways, the 80's show is what?
Just Nathan chose it this week.
What is it, Nathan? What did you choose?
It is the Return of the Living Dead, which is supposed to be a kind of making fun of Night of the Living Dead. Although this movie's just. Are we going into it right away? Or are we doing Loki first, or?
No, we'll wait for a bit, but yeah, it's a
Yeah, but
fabulous
it's
film,
an
by the way. Thank you,
interesting
thank you
movie.
for
It's not-
that so much.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that you don't think of that often when you think of the 80s. Like I'm gonna think of Predator or Terminator. The action movies. This is just kind of out there, but it was very popular, successful. It had 4 sequels.
I was gonna say the next sequel came out like 2 years later.
Right.
But I mean, all I
Mhm.
need is like some college kid who knows how to do prosthetics and some girl with great boobs, and they're like, "We got a movie, let's go!"
Yeah. That's it exactly. But we'll get into that though. But thank you for that. I watched it, well, most of it last night.
yeah.
I don't even think I would when I even think of 80s horror films, I don't think I think
No.
about it. Anyways, so what do you want to talk about first?
I was thinking we'd get Rick and Morty
All right,
off to running.
all right.
You guys all watched it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did Nathan watch it?
Mhm. Not Rick and Morty. Here's the
Ah.
thing. I cheated. I read
Okay.
a lot about it, and I've heard some negative things that make me even question if I do want to see it, because I love Rick and Morty. I've got like DVDs that I bought of it early on. I've got merch. And then of course, as the seasons go on in any TV show, you run out of ideas. But I've
Wait,
heard.
you think the
some
show's
things.
run out of ideas?
I think they have.
Tell me
That's what
one
some people have been
interesting thing
saying.
that happened in this episode.
Oh, so many cool things happen. Awesome stuff.
Okay.
Really?
I can't believe you guys didn't like this. I'm shocked.
Okay, I just have to say I've never actually watched any Rick and Morty before. Okay.
Wait, really?
So,
Is this your
yeah.
first
First time, season 7, first time watching it.
Not even Poopy Butthole?
Well, now I know
Yeah.
I've watched them, but
He's awesome.
okay, so I don't know any of whatever you guys are talking about, but I laughed my ass off.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't know, like, what the backstory is or anything. I'm just like, okay, is this sort of like a Back to the Future with a
Oh, it's so cool, right?
Yeah.
scientist and a kid?
The first episode of the first season was very much like a tongue-in-cheek
That's all they do.
Back to the Future. Yeah. And it's
Right.
just
The
different
entire
variations
thing
of
is
that.
to just make fun of, do tropes and make fun of all kinds of movies and TV shows from the past.
right.
Yeah.
That's all. Even the titles are to make fun of something. Like, for example, the ones that did this this season, they had how Poopy got his poop back.
Right, like
It's
how Stella got her
it's the
groove
reference.
back.
And then the other one was what was the second one? It was reference to Parent Trap. It was, what was it? Can't remember here. Oh yeah, the Jarek Trap, which is reference to the Parent Trap, right?
Right.
So they do all kinds of stuff like that. And then the thing I really love about this show is there's so many Easter eggs hidden everywhere.
Yeah. And usually there's like a huge overarching canon and story bits that are usually like fairly complex, but I didn't get any of that from these 2 episodes. Like normally
do it
it's
every-
a serious adventure thing that's happening, and then there's some jokes and funny stuff sprinkled over. This felt like it was just trying to make jokes, and the adventure part took a sideline. It felt, because it like didn't really feel like anything happened, and it was just like, here's a funny thing. Okay, this is the episode. The first episode, I didn't laugh once.
Even with all the Hugh Jackman stuff?
That was awesome.
That was the only part that
Was that actually Hugh Jackman?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I was just surprised. I'm like, is this Hugh Jackman?
Yeah,
It is.
the Hugh Jackman bits. There were a couple bits
Well,
where I
let's
chuckled.
go-
And again, I told Elvin this. I was drunk when I watched it too, which usually is like
That was supposed to be
And-
shitty
prime
be-
real
that's supposed to
estate
be
for-
shitty beer.
But no, the whole thing, that's the whole episode. They were just, I thought it was hilarious. Like, they're going to go help, what's his name, with his drinking problem, and they take him out drinking.
pretending.
Yeah,
Yeah,
vendor. Oh man. Yeah, so the whole episode is Poopy Butthole, PB they call him, PB.
Mhm.
He was in previous seasons a teacher, I
Okay.
believe it was, and Rick screwed up his life. Right?
Right.
And so he's basically, Rick just said, okay, I screwed up your life, you're gonna come hang out and we'll take care of you at my place. So he's just on a drinking in this, like, and then his wife left him too,
Right.
right?
He's got a kid too.
Yeah, he's got a kid, so
Yeah.
he's just like depressed, and he's drinking booze to kind of drown his sorrows, and that's where we see him in the living room of Rick's house,
Right.
and Rick's daughter's house, and then he basically also got shot by the daughter
Okay.
in one of the episodes, so he hates her, right? So he's just down on the ground, right? Just
Mhm.
like, and he's searching for booze in the episode. He's looking for JD, and so Rick's like, okay, we gotta take care of him. But before that, Rick is making ghost robots. It's just so out there. Like, what the hell?
Okay, so just explain something to me. So it's not like a Simpsons where each episode is like self-contained. There is sort of like over a season. There's like
Not even just over season, like over seasons.
okay.
They'll reference something like 4 seasons ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
Right. And if you're a
Mhm.
fan, you're like, oh, do the
Right.
DiCaprio thing. Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Well,
Right.
even
Right.
the bird guy that he had come over,
Yes. What's his name? Bird
Phoenix
Bird
person
person,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, Bird person.
he's like had a few episodes solely about him and the friendship that they have, and like
Mhm.
a war that they fought together, and
Okay.
yeah.
Bottom line is Rick is a self-centered piece of what.
Mhm.
It's always about him first.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Because
Right.
he's the smartest man in the universe.
Yeah. So he's basically like, hey, I'm better than all of you guys.
Mhm.
A narcissist, if you want to call it that. And so that's the whole thing about it, is like he never does anything from the goodness of his heart.
No.
He's always got an angle, right?
Right. Right.
So even when he's trying to help PB here, we know that he's trying to do something, to help himself out in the process.
Right. He just basically his daughter wants him poopy butthole out of the house, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what's
Yeah, he
love
doesn't care about poopy butthole. He's just
No.
trying to get him out of the house
right.
to not have the daughter get upset at him.
Right.
So it's all about him doing what's best for him,
Right.
not about what poopy butthole needs.
So it's just
PB.
how long has poopy butthole been around? Like for how many seasons?
I can't remember, but I think at
Season-
least 2 seasons. At least
Yeah.
2 seasons.
Okay.
And he's
Yeah.
been around since season 1 or 2, I think. He's pretty
Oh, is
early
it?
on. He was,
Is it?
yeah,
Okay.
his first episode, there are these alien creatures that insert themselves in your memory,
Rick.
so that way you think you've known them forever.
There
but
you
really,
go. Look at
they
people
just
coming in
met you,
since the
Yeah,
beginning.
since the
Thank
beginning.
you. Thank you.
Right.
and that's how he gets shot. Is he's mistaken as one of those aliens that inserted himself in someone's memory because you've never seen him on the show before, and it turns out no, he's actually a person.
Oh, I remember that episode now. Yeah.
And is
Yeah.
it this is the typical sort of animation that goes on for like 25 episodes a season or something like that? Not your like I mean, the Simpsons do something like that, something crazy.
No, I think it's usually like 10 or 12 per
Okay.
season.
They have a long breaks. They used to have a bit of a break in between the
Yeah.
season too.
Right.
Like it'd be like months before
Okay.
we see the next, like 2-3 months before we see
Oh,
the
okay.
next episode.
Okay.
I think around end of November.
Been a couple of years now.
No, I mean in between the
Since-
seasons. I mean like
Yeah.
halfway through the
You
season
mean
they have a
since
break.
season
I mean,
6?
since season 6, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's been a while
It's
because
been a while because Justin Roiland's a
well, no. They started filming and doing this stuff before that happened.
yeah.
This episode was already done before.
yeah. Well, no, because he didn't do any of the voices.
They
Right,
leave
these-
the voices till the end.
But
Yeah,
the-
yeah, I know that.
But these are 2 new voices, right?
Yeah.
For these
Yeah.
guys.
as opposed to one guy.
Did
who
you notice the
just,
difference, Nathan?
From what I've seen and heard, it's subtle. I wouldn't personally say I notice it too much. I'd say the energy is different, but the voices.
I was gonna say
remain fairly
the energy,
consistent.
like for Morty, it was fine, but
Mhm.
with Rick's delivery, it seemed like there was a lot less energy, and it was
Yeah.
just like it. It might just be a lack, not a lack, but just less confidence in it, and I don't know. Yeah, it just seemed like it was he needed a Red Bull or something. Just
Well, maybe
it
Morty's,
seemed a
Morty's
little
voice
kinda-
was
he doesn't
seamless.
have the confidence
Morty's
yet.
voice was great. Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't notice the difference.
Rick's definitely did. I think it was better in the second epised too, but in the first episode, it was just like, yeah. This is.
Do we know why they changed?
Yeah, because Justin Roiland's a piece of shit.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
To elaborate on what he said,
No, I got it. That's all I needed.
he's
Understand the whole story.
got some personal issues. I'm
Okay.
trying to put this in the light.
And professional.
Personal issues at home that has escalated
Okay.
to a serious point.
No, and the office and employees.
I was just gonna get to that.
Okay.
And I think he was
Also,
messaging underage women.
Oh yeah, there's
Oh.
some grooming
There's
and
that-
like just
Oh.
all of the things that you can
just
think of.
overall really
that.
bad,
And
really
as-
bad situation
Right.
here.
You just had to say sort of like Ezra Miller, and then I would've got it.
Ezra Miller minus kidnapping a family in Hawaii.
Okay. Yet maybe he has.
Well, yeah, it's true. You know what? Yeah, could come out in the court case.
So it was the show that asked for the change.
Well, it was even before they actually made changes.
Mm.
There was a rift between the two show creators, dude. What's in the other gentleman?
Dan Harmon.
They didn't speak to each other for like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because he just came and did his voice and just left. That's how much of an
Yeah.
issue it was,
Right.
and it just got bigger and bigger to the point where they had to remove him completely off the show. But the crazy thing is, he's still getting paid
Well, yeah, that
because
that
he's
makes
one of the
sense, 'cause
co-creators, so
Yeah.
he's still getting paid.
I mean,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm happy they removed him, and I know the voices aren't exactly the same, but to me, I'm looking forward to it. And you know what? In about a couple episodes from now, we're not even going to remember.
Totally. And
We're just-
I think it's also like I was hard listening and looking for it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
had no one told me or I didn't read the internet, I would probably just be like, oh, he sounds like he had a cold that day. Or like, even if my brain would have connected.
Well,
anything.
when the first episode dropped, I thought it was still him because I thought halfway through they were going to change his voice.
right.
And then I went on the internet. I'm like, did they change his voice? Because I just had this inkling, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
did they really change their voice or is it the same? And then when I read, I'm like, it's a different person. I'm like, you know what? If I barely noticed that,
Yeah.
they did a fine job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm fine. Let's go. He wouldn't come. Oh yeah. So Arx really likes the show, and I'm happy that you like the show, and I'm happy you're here talking about it.
Well, that was also the pandemic too. Like,
Yeah.
he would record his stuff remotely. And he's like
That's good.
hadn't even seen or talked to them in a couple in.
So this is the guy who voiced Rick. What about?
and
No,
Morty.
Arx
He
didn't
did both.
voice the Rick.
He did both.
Arx
yeah.
just a fan.
No, I know that.
No,
He's with
Arx
us
Justin
now.
Royal and
Arx wants to go and voice it.
did both Rick and
Oh,
Morty.
sorry. Okay.
And then the new guy, there's two new
Two
people,
to
one
take-
does each.
I got it.
I was
yeah.
just joking.
Got it. All right.
I was just trying to be funny. Dad joke,
Save it for Mondays.
Yeah. He's like, no, don't save it for Mondays.
Is D here?
D is only here on Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. So
Oh.
join us there
And
for
he's
A&R
with
Weekly.
us in
Arx,
spirit.
come join us at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time on Mondays. We talk about all the cool stuff too in pop culture.
Yeah.
And then on Saturdays, 8:30
Oh,
a.m.
yeah, what did you and Christopher talk about last week?
Ghostbusters, the
Oh,
animated.
the TV show.
No,
Mm.
the animated
Yeah,
cartoon.
yeah.
Yeah,
I used to watch that.
I still
watched
think
the
it holds
hell out
up.
of it.
It
Yeah?
still holds up. The
Yeah.
animation, it's
Yeah.
good.
It is. It's well, it's like same kind of style as like Rescue Rangers and Darkwing Duck and
No,
same colored palettes and stuff. From what I remember,
it's very adult,
Yeah,
cartoonish
yeah.
look.
Yeah.
It's not like fluff and cute and
Wait,
you know,
it's the
cuddly.
style. The style it's
Style's the
it's an
same.
art form. It's
Yeah.
Ours
it'll
is just
last a long
happy to
time.
be included. Of course, everybody here is included. You come on our chats, you're part of the team.
Exactly.
Of course.
You guys are actually
Make
smarter.
sure to like and subscribe.
You guys are actually smarter than we are. Most of the time. We wait for you guys to say.
That's not a something new here.
No.
no,
We're here along with the
If
ride.
there was no one watching, we'd just be like, we got nothing to talk about. No one say anything. All right, back to Rick and
You don't
Morty.
have to be awake. The beauty part of the internet is it's available for you to replay at any time with the click of a button.
yeah, 8 a.m. is a made up time
For
that
you
doesn't
guys.
exist.
It was a great time. It was the day was almost over when we were kids.
Yeah.
8:30. Oh my god, it's done now. Life is
Oh, yeah.
finished.
Saturday morning cartoons. I was up at like
Six.
Oh, I was
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, 6, 100%. Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, you can always watch us anytime. All of our episodes are available on our YouTube channel here
What? They're on the internet?
on the interwebs. Yes. Anyways, back to the show. Then Mr. Poopy Butthole is upset. So Rick's like, let's get the band back together. So he gets Gearhead, another character that they've had in the
Mhm.
past. Squanchy? Yeah,
Yep.
Squanchy. Everyone thought he was dead. He's like a really deranged alcoholic cat.
They're all
That's the
pretty.
way I-
They're all pretty deranged.
Yeah, they're both weird. Bird person.
Yep.
I think he's the weirdest of all of them.
He's having problems with bird daughter.
Yeah.
Is that it?
He's got a daughter. Yeah, bird daughter.
Bird daughter. Yeah.
Very
Whoever
creative.
came up
Very
with
creative.
I know.
Right? They
What
spent a
should
lot
we
of
call this
time in the writing
character?
room.
Well, she's a bird and it's his
A
daughter.
daughter.
So I don't know. Janet.
Yeah. In the 90s, I can't razz you in the chat like that. Then
That's true.
you can razz me. There's a comment section. Go ahead, razz away, razz away. And then Gene, who I think is like a alternate version of the what's it called? What's the Hank show?
Over the hill. That show? you're talking
Yeah,
about?
it just kind of
King of
reminds
the
me
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill reminds me of that kind of character, right?
Yeah.
He's got a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love that scene though. He's like trying to take him. He's looking at his
Rick
No,
just-
no.
Rick keeps grabbing it.
Yeah.
Do you watch after the credits? They always have like a 30-second. Every
No.
episode has
Okay.
that.
Mhm.
Okay.
So go watch that
I
and
will.
let us know next week. Yeah.
Okay.
But the lawnmower makes an appearance.
Okay. Good, because
Just-
that was the best part.
Anyway, so the team gets together and they go to a bar called F blah 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 blah.
I love that scene.
F.
You're so
No.
bad at.
No, I'm not. Press the
F?
button. Then
Then you go. You.
Yeah, there you go. I was waiting for you to press it. Then I was gonna say you.
Come on, guys.
You
We rehearsed
delayed it.
this before
Yeah,
we
I
went
know.
on.
God. It's, you know what it
Get
is?
it
It's he's
together.
not next to me. He's
I
thrown,
know.
he's thrown off.
Yeah. I'm just completely.
And these
backwards
mics are
here.
nice, huh? What do you think of the,
Yeah, it looks good.
not the mic, sorry, the hand.
Setup.
Then he brought these beautiful colored wires here.
It's
Mhm.
just
Some
so
color
great.
in here, so everything's just black and gray. And so yeah, they go to a bar.
I just love the waiter. Sorry, I thought that was.
Oh
funny.
yeah, he
Have
just
you ever been to one of those restaurants?
Where they make fun of you?
Yeah, where they're an asshole. To,
No.
Oh yeah.
are there
Mm.
restaurants?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
here, in Vancouver,
Vegas.
Vegas. I know there is.
I don't know.
Isn't that every bar in Vegas?
I don't think about here. Not here.
Huh?
There's a bunch of them in the States I've heard of, but
Yeah.
not here. I think if you go
There-
to like maybe Seattle,
Yeah. I think there are in Quebec, but that's just the way they are.
Oh.
that's just called a Quebec.
I could stay there. I
restaurant.
lived there for 20 years. I could say that.
Anyways,
Misunderstood.
so PB says, "Oh my God, you guys did this because it's my birthday." And Rick
Right.
goes, "Yeah, right. Happy birthday, poopy butthole." Oh man. So they're just, and the waiter just basically rubs a bunch of what into his face.
Then it just goes into a drinking montage.
Yeah, bringing montage. They go traverse the galaxy, right, in many different places.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They drink the blood of some small little beer can that's alive, which was really weird.
Yep.
But before that, Poopy Butthole also activated an app on his phone and said, "Hey, look, I've got this predator PI to stalk my wife because apparently he's been stalking his wife,
Right.
and the wife has been going out with some Pilates instructor, Mrs. Poopy Butthole at the time.
But he said something about like the predator won't kill. What was that?
You have to pay for them to not kill because they just love it for the thrill of the hunt.
Right.
So good. And then so he's like, yeah, he's gonna take watch over her, and then we're gonna eventually catch her in the act, and I'm gonna get her back and all that stuff. And then Rick's like, dude, we're just gonna drink and have some fun, and they just go on a binge. Then they end up at a party, a rave,
Mm-hmm.
and this is an homage to the Blade movie. Blade, when Wesley Snipes goes to the rave in the beginning,
Okay.
and they're all dancing in there. Yeah, it was that. Everybody in the internet agreed on it too. And then the sprinkler starts shooting down.
Yeah.
What was that gold stuff? Well, I can't remember what they said. What it was.
Oh, it's honey.
Oh, it's honey
Okay, there
because
you
the
go.
bees are coming out.
Yeah.
that's
So this is exactly like the rave in the Blade movie where the blood started squirting out of the sprinklers.
Mhm.
All the people turned into vampires, right?
Right.
So that was what it is. And then they're like, "Hey, it's Hugh." And then Hugh Jackman was like, "What's going on, dudes?" And it was Hugh Jackman, his voice,
great.
which is awesome. Because as soon as he said, let's start talking, I'm like, what? Did they really get him? Like, or did somebody do a good impersonation of him? And then I found out later it was him because the credits had it on there. I'm like, holy crap, they got Hugh Jackman to do that. That's the power of the show. They
Did that-
get who they want.
Have they had a lot of celebrity cameos?
Yeah, in the
before?
past they've had
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So Hugh, in this universe, Hugh Jackman is just loving pills, just bags full of pills, and just dropping them like Skittles in his mouth, right?
Yeah.
And then he just gonna hands the bag out to people, and they just start tripping out, having some great time. Then he invites them over to his house.
I love his house.
His house is just covered with pictures of him.
Naked pictures.
Yeah,
Of him.
we'll get to that in a second. Just pictures of him covered. Nathan is apparently covered in something else.
Are you okay? Are you having lots
You
of
all right,
relic?
Nathan?
Drink lots of
Just
fluids,
sneezing.
bud. You're gonna be okay.
Nathan, how come you don't have any pictures of yourself in the background
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
What the
It's over there on the wall.
I want to see you with just a whip and
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah. And the hat.
For you, yeah, the hat and the other picture next to it.
Yeah.
Just just covering the frontal area.
Sure, I
Right?
want some just of the hat.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Wearing it on your head, and that's it.
Right beside your Emmy.
That would be glorious.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Kiwi.
Kiwi! We don't know who you are,
my
but
God.
hey, thanks for coming.
Who?
Who?
Yeah, who?
Kiwi.
Go do your homework.
Is it any your bedtime, Kiwi? I'm gonna tell your dad.
I hate that guy's dad.
That sucks.
He's so corny.
Yeah. What a loser.
He
So-
loves Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, I got some pictures here I wanted to show you guys. Mr. Poopy Pants. If I can get some pictures.
You got him up. He's good. Yeah.
This was episode in the beginning of the episode with the
Yeah.
ghost robot there.
Yeah. Well, he was making a robot and then uploading tasks and then killing the robot so that the tasks were unfinished and then he would
Unfinished business.
have unfinished business.
What else is there here? Let me go through the list. Oh, yeah, this is some of the new other, but we'll get into that. So this is his house, right here. And if you zoom in,
Don't
You
show it
gotta
up.
pull it up.
oh yeah, sorry. Let me just share this over here. Stop sharing. Well, while I'm doing this, you guys can kind of
Do
talk.
do.
Nathan, you still here with us? You're alive?
No.
I feel like I need to watch.
I am no longer alive.
Okay.
There
Yeah,
it
do you know,
is.
if you're gonna watch it, I suggest either start from the beginning, or if you're gonna just pick a couple episodes, watch the one with Mr. Meeseeks. I think it's called Mr. Meeseeks or something.
Yeah,
like that.
probably.
Okay.
That is considered classic Rick and Morty. And
I
they
don't think
might
I can
make
go
jokes
back through
about
all
that.
6 seasons, but
No worries.
do
But you'll
some.
find that Rick and Morty will often make jokes and fun at fans for calling for those old classic episodes. I think it was 2 seasons ago. They had like a trailer where Rick said, like, "What the fuck do you guys mean? What the bleep do you guys mean by classic Rick and
You
Morty?"
already said
Like,
it.
stop with it. Yeah, I know it's too late there.
Oh.
So-
Kiwi, you never heard that.
Yeah. So at this scene where he is it an Emmy he throws up or a Tony or something, and then he pull and he shoots
Yeah.
it. That was great.
So here we are at Hughes's house, and he's got his awards. He's got pictures on his wall. He even has a picture of the X-Men poster, but every single one of the characters is him.
Oh yeah.
There's nobody else in that picture.
Which one did they show? Which one is that?
They did have. I don't have it. It's not here.
Okay, I didn't
but
see that one.
Ironically, he's got a picture with him and his wife, and they just filed for divorce
Right.
like a couple of weeks ago.
That's right. That's right.
That
And they've been
sucks.
together forever.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For her, look at him. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, oof. And like, look at that picture there on the right side, the giant one. I mean,
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
those claws are the only thing that's not sticking out.
Yeah.
Well, there's a close. Okay, I'm being stupid. I thought that was a whisk.
Whisk? Why would he have a
I don't know.
whisk in his hand?
It's hard to see.
No, it's not. They did a close up of it. This is the only picture I could find that kind of tells everything. But yeah, so they're just partying there and having a good time. And then what was it? He gets a
I love it when he says, you know what they said when I told them I wrote Caribbean Queen?
You didn't write
Billy Ocean wrote it. That's what my agent said.
That was the part that made me laugh. That was good. So good. Yeah.
so they go and I guess the
To the
predator,
ocean. That's what my agent said.
the predator alerts them, I guess, right? To tell
Yeah.
him that he's
Oh,
found
yeah,
his
yeah.
wife, forever,
Yeah.
and then they go and basically they all want to go and attack, and then they find out it's the predator
The
that's actually
predator,
with the wife now.
Yeah, and they're
And
dating
so,
her.
and so they want to kill the predator, and they do the whole, the predator scene where he
The
takes off the
sound.
armor and everything.
Guys,
He's in the
guys,
tree.
put mud on your face.
That's not mud.
I know. Why is this smells like mud?
Yeah.
But the best is when the predator's up in the tree and everyone's being quiet. Then you hear, click, he opens the beer.
I see why this is self-destructive now.
And then they're fighting the predator, and Poopy just decides to take him on one-on-one.
Yeah.
Poopy does have some skills in past videos, shows. He did have some fighting skills, but he got his you-know-what kicked. But then they end up, they all converge on him, right? And take the predator down. And then they're about to kill him, I believe it is. And then the wife comes.
Well, yeah, his wife and kid are watching.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
no, and then the kids just
Don't kill a cool dad.
whatever the predator's actual name was. He kept like calling
His
it out. Yeah.
And the wife, he feels bad. He's like, I don't want to see my son see me like this. And so he's like, I think it's best to leave them as a family. And they go off as a family. Predator makes that noise. And they all go to Taco Bell. It's not Taco Bell because Taco Bell didn't give them the license. Apparently, somebody tried to sue these guys for a beer they did in one of the episodes, and the company said you guys didn't ask for a permission.
Probably.
So they did a FU to them in the restaurant. In the restaurant, if you watch it again, where they're sitting on the left side, there's a neon sign saying license something, and the middle finger is as a neon sign. So they're basically referencing whoever tried to sue them, like the FU guys.
Right.
So if you go back and watch it, you'll see that it's pretty cool.
Well,
What is this?
Poopy Butthole is Rick and Morty's chopper. Yeah.
Very good. I like that. I like that a lot. So they all at Taco Bell having some tacos, and then they do the trope where they all disappear and go back to their own places. And
Fade
then,
away.
And then Rick's like, it's just a pill, bro.
Yeah. But he had to take a pill to come back to tell him that.
And that is it. And then the lawnmower thing, which we can't mention because
I'll take a look at it.
we haven't seen it yet, but that's pretty funny. The lawnmower. I think it goes on for like over a minute after the credits roll. It was a long thing. Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
whoa, this is pretty long.
Stop sharing the screen.
Oh, yes. I should stop staring at the screen.
You don't have to whisper, Justin. Just yell it out.
Stop sharing the screen.
Well, I was going to share some other pictures.
Well, share it later when you're talking
Well,
about
it's episode 2 now.
it. Ooh.
I didn't like this one as much.
I was the opposite. I thought this one was better.
Me
and
too.
I
I
hated
liked
the
it.
last
Really?
episode. The
Really?
first episode, I was like,
Well, see,
wow, this is a really bad start. And then the second
come
episode, I was like,
on.
okay,
No,
this
no,
is
it
but
wasn't
see, I
bad.
didn't know that. So, are we expecting there to be like this again, this longer plot? Because I just thought this is
I
a
don't know.
funny episode, and I
It-
liked it. Where I didn't laugh as much in the second. That's all I'm gauging. it
yeah.
on.
I don't know. The first episode just didn't. It just
What did
didn't do anything.
Would have
for
been
me.
better if this one was first.
To be honest, I don't like. I watched the second one today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right. The swap thing.
They swap. They do the.
Maybe. I don't know. Like that.
Yeah. Anyways,
But-
tell us why you liked it, Justin.
It was just funnier. I found there were more jokes that landed, and
Yeah.
it like the first episode reminded me of like a Family Guy episode,
Oh, okay.
but in space, because it was just
Do
kind
you
of
like the Rick and Jerry episodes generally? Because there's been a couple over
generally,
the
yeah,
seasons.
yeah,
They do at least one a season, right?
yeah.
So
tried
Jerry's
or
his
something like
son-in-law,
that.
right?
Yes, yeah.
Right. Okay.
And he's like the.
But they didn't swap brains in this. They actually like kind of
Half.
morphed.
It's
Well,
like-
no. They swapped brains at
But-
first.
but
Yeah,
then-
Rick
Yeah.
killed himself being in Jerry's head.
That's right. I'd rather kill myself, and he just shoots himself.
Immediately kills himself being in his brain.
And then Jerry,
And so like that like yeah.
and Jerry kills himself because
Yeah.
he's an idiot
Yeah.
and can't handle Rick's all his like gadgets, right? Because Rick's like super
Right,
smart,
right, right.
Yeah.
so he ends up killing himself by accident.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So they're
And then
both.
the AI robot comes in and goes, "Ah, crap!
Yeah.
Yeah.
There goes my weekend."
But then
That's right.
it like puts half the brains in one body and half the other. So it's
Yeah,
like,
because I was like, who's who here?
yeah,
Like,
it's a culmination of the two of them, but which essentially just created two of the same
two of the same.
person.
Yeah, basically the same.
Uh,
I did like the line. I don't know who said it, but he goes, "Your dad's a gay assassin."
That's cool. It's like, all right, no, we're all kind of gay. You're like, oh, there's a spectrum.
ARX says, I think the show is sort of littered with lame episodes and then bursts of hilarity, so it's sort of on track.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of them too. You can just pick up an episode.
Yeah.
Like there
Yeah.
is an overarching story or whatever, but you can easily just like, I watched season 4, episode 8, and you're
Right.
like, I know what's happening. It's funny. It's
Right.
like,
For me, the comedy is like a byproduct. What I
Yeah.
really like about the show is the creativeness.
that's what I mean. Like
It
that
makes you think. Like some of the episodes are just so heavily like thought
Yeah.
out, right? You're just like, holy shit.
Well, it's
like,
like
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of those shows that when there's
like
so
paradox and all that stuff, right?
yeah,
much,
yeah.
I find it, from what I've seen so far, it's one of those shows that there's so much going on
Yeah.
that now that we talk about it, like, oh, I gotta watch that again because I missed half of it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, in this episode, the what do you call the helmet that you see on them?
Yep.
That's been there since season 1, I believe, in the background.
Okay.
And people have talked about what the hell is that,
Mhm.
Oh, I see.
right? So
Right,
like
right.
they go back, bring in characters from years ago, seasons ago, or something that was happening in season 3. They'll continue it onto
Mhm.
or connect it somehow
yeah.
in
And
the future episodes.
but it's not like okay, in season 1 we put this character in the background. Like
Yeah,
it's very
they
much
just-
a writer's room, just like, oh, we need an alien race.
yeah.
I drew this guy in the 7th episode. All right, Jeff, sure, fuck it, let's put him in.
Yeah.
And then so it's a lot of references and rewards you for paying attention to a lot of random stuff.
Right.
But even in this picture, you can see the jar of crystal there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's there, but we don't know. But until like literally a minute later, we're like, oh, crystals. Okay.
Right. Right.
That's what's going on here. Right. And that is our boy Morty, who's become like some big time crime lord
Yeah.
selling crystals. In
No, these ones are definitely drugs.
they're not all drugs.
These ones are.
So yeah, he gets caught. Or not, he gets taken to see the big mafia boss.
Yeah, but by the new guy from the
Oh,
mafia
yeah.
that messes up. I thought
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was funny.
Do you know who this guy is, huh? Come on, Jerry, you didn't tell him. The episode's called the Jarek Trap, and then they go to the first time. This is the planet they go to, Crime Town. That's the first time they've ever been. They really think these out, huh?
Just, huge.
Bird Daughter, Crime Town.
Crime Town.
So creative.
No, well, I heard the next episode's gonna be in Bad Guy City. So watch out.
Bad
I
guys.
wonder what that's gonna be like.
Yeah, it's the
Guys.
cupcakes from Bad Guys.
So when the AI did put them back together and stitched them up, they're hybrids of each other. So there's bits and pieces from both of them in their bodies,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
So they both think they're Rick,
Right.
right? Because they're like, I'm not okay. What's going on here?
Go to the bathroom and this
Fucking shredder out.
Oh, if you can only see what happened.
Yeah, he just dropped a whole bunch of figures. Don't worry about it. All you do is come here.
Yeah.
I thought this was the path of least
Yeah, you were wrong.
I'm looking.
I could have told you by looking.
People can tell we have a huge studio here.
Yes,
Is here.
all of my stuff, precious stuff. They also named each other in the show Burger and Fries,
Right.
which I
Right.
thought was awesome.
Yeah.
And I love their Miami Vice type of outfits, the Hawaiian shirts, just going around. So the other story in the side is the mob boss has
Yep.
captured it, and the idea was Rick had made this up where they're big time crime bosses to be not messed with. They're like gods, right?
Right. Right.
And so everybody fears these guys. But as they were there trying to get Morty out of there, Jerry's half of the body comes into play and starts screwing up the whole plan.
Mhm.
Rick's like, shut up. They
Mhm.
are scared of us. And he's like, no, we should kind of hash it out, right? And they're like, hash it out. And then the boss, obviously, the crime boss, obviously figures it out that this is all a fake, this is all fake and everything, and basically captures Morty. And then also the daughter and the daughter of the daughter is captured as well.
Right.
So, basically, the whole story is trying to get them out of that situation. So Rick and Jerry have to work together
As themselves.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be Jerry too. That's the funniest part.
Yeah.
No, I'm Rick. Nathan, what do you think of it?
Do you know what it reminded me? There's the scene where Morty's first brought to the mob boss. And he's like, "Do you know who this is? He's always with that, the guy with the spiky hair, controls. He's always with Rick." And it reminded me a bit of John Wick, where Morty is the dog, and Rick is John. They're terrified of John, so like, don't shoot the dog. We've seen John Wick. We know what's gonna happen. But then, of course, it doesn't go quite that way. But I always like seeing in Rick and Morty other people's reactions within that world to Rick when they know what he's capable of. Because in so many TV shows, you get the main character who might be really overpowered and strong, and they come across someone, and that person's got no idea who they are, and there's a conflict. But it's always kind of nice to see in Rick and Morty, where it happens quite frequently, actually. People recognize Rick and are terrified of him because he is a terrifying person.
Harstead says here, yes, the Pickle Rick scene is deep, philosophical and thought-provoking. Yeah. He's basically trying to make fun of us when we're talking about Rick and Morty, about how interesting it is.
Actually, he's making a reference to a meme a couple of years ago.
Several years ago? Nobody remembers memes from a couple of years ago.
But a couple of years ago, Rick and Morty was getting bigger, and the joke was that Rick and Morty's got kind of crude humor, but it's got these deep intellectual ideas behind it, and so they're very thought provoking. It's an intellectual show for the higher educated class.
I think that what they do is they put it in there if they want to, but it's always over the top. It's just like out of this world craziness. Right. Yeah,
so much easier this.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I understand what he's saying. It's funny. You want to read this because it's a story here that he just sent.
Jesus.
Okay, this is kind of related to Rick and Morty to a lesser extent. Do you think the whole multiverse explanation is ruining a lot of shows, films, because nothing feels finite or with purpose? Character dies, no worries. We have another copy. It's true.
For Rick and Morty, it's over the top, so nobody really takes it too seriously. Like I personally don't take it too seriously that they have like 15 million Ricks, right? Even Prime Rick right now is missing. There, this Rick in this episode in the beginning was season 1 was searching for Prime Rick, which is continuation from last year. They expect that because the writing is so clever, right? The intelligence behind it is so much better than a lot of other shows out there who use time travel and who use multiverses, but don't do a good job. They have a lot of loose ends that they can't explain or it's never explained. And so that really annoys people because of that. But I think this show is just crazy over the top and people are okay with that, I believe.
Yeah, I don't. When it comes to animation shows, like I'm always like anything can happen,
Yeah.
Like what's his name? Kenny dies every episode of South Park, right? Nothing's ever said. So, but in real shows, I get the point. Like it's definitely, I feel like it's getting too much.
Live action?
Live action, sorry. Action shows. It's getting too much. And it's just like, when is this going to when are they going to stop doing multiverse and time travel and stuff like that?
Yes, Justin did knock over my trinkets.
It's hard not to.
Comparable to Futurama?
As far as like multiverse and time travel and stuff.
Do they do a lot of that in Futurama?
I know that they obviously do time travel, some stuff. I don't remember any multiversal. Because Rick and Morty's moderately, well, actually they're both kind of.
Futurama is way more comedic though.
Yeah,
like it's does what it's supposed to do. I think when I watch Futurama, I don't watch for
future
intellectual.
Simpsons.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's like
Not saying
Flintstones and the Jetsons.
yeah,
basically.
not saying it's just future Simpsons, as in like, oh, it's only like it's still
It's his own
the
thing.
goddamn Simpson.
Yeah. Like we all know that Bender is the main. He's the Homer Simpson of that show, right?
No, I'd say Zoidberg is the Homer.
Bender's pretty stupid.
Zoidberg isn't.
Oh, he's a doctor though.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Homer's not a doctor.
yeah, you're not wrong.
But are we saying is
He's a nuclear technician.
Yeah, that's true. He's
Yeah,
a
I'm sure he
nuclear
is.
scientist.
Did you watch that recent episode, new season? Oh, you guys
The
haven't watched the
advertisement
new season
for-
yet?
No.
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 Oh,
I didn't even know it came back.
They talk about his jaw for the first time.
Who?
Homer,
Oh, in
the newest season just
Oh, you're
started.
wait,
talking
on
about
Simpsons.
Futurama
Simpsons.
or
No, no,
Simpsons?
Simpsons. It just,
Oh, Simpsons.
a
Okay.
couple of weeks ago, the new season
I was
started.
gonna say Futurama's been off for a while, hasn't it?
No, they had a
They
They
restarted.
restarted it.
I'm talking about the Simpsons.
No, I
about-
know.
He asked. He
They both
mentioned,
recently came.
he
out with
mentioned
a
Homer's
thing.
job. So this new season, first episode, I believe it is, they talk about his job.
They talked about his job before in the
No,
planet.
no, no,
don't
not. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. You should watch it, but they talk about his job, and you're like,
they? Just
"Oh."
say it.
Let's
There's-
ask what
I'm
clone-
not watching The Simpsons for the lore. Okay.
Let's see. What does the clone think? Exactly.
Clone. Oh.
Sorry, Nate. That's you.
Anyways,
Anyways, but was he saying compared Futurama to?
I don't think
Rick
that
and Morty?
they're
Is that
not
what-
comparable. I think, in my opinion, I don't know. I just don't. I think they're two different things.
Yeah, they're both moderately grounded in reality.
Both
Do
good
they
though. I like
take
both of them.
place on Earth. Do they, yeah, they're I don't know. They're yeah, you have very different storytelling stuff, but if you like one, you
I
probably
don't
like
think
the other.
it's just the Chargers is why they don't want him back. I think it's a lot to do with his relationships.
Yeah, like I said, he's a piece of shit. Like
So-
just across the board.
So
like,
in my opinion,
legally
it's
and-
it's not about the Chargers. I think this relationship has been
Dwindling.
deteriorated.
yeah,
There and obviously, if they were to bring him back, they wouldn't go hire new actors to
Yeah.
do the
Mhm.
videos, and so I don't think he's coming back. But since he is a co-owner of or co-creator,
co-creator. Yeah,
I don't know if the door's completely closed because of that co-creator part.
They have to like buy.
He
him
Well,
out or
might have
something.
some
They would have to-
creative control
They would
down
probably
the road, maybe.
it would probably be that's just probably just a stipulation in the contracts that were brought up, and then it was like there's always like a little thing where it's like this is assuming that you stay akin to these standards and practices that we have. If not, you forfeit all creative control. Blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're sitting here saying that, hey, he's a piece of, you know what? We don't know the whole story though. If the charges are dropped, maybe there's more to it.
They weren't.
Well, I don't know. I'm just reading what he's saying, right? I think
Oh.
if the charges were dropped, right? I don't know. I'm not in that room. I'm not part of that company. I have no idea. I'm just going off what I hear.
Mhm.
I think because you're a co-creator, why do I keep pressing this? If you're a co-creator, the door's never completely closed. I think there's still an opportunity. But
It depends.
if
on
they drop him a
contracts,
bunch
so.
of money and says, go away, we
Mhm.
don't want to see you. You'll get your royalty check. Just go away. He might just say, okay, I'll take it and run with
again,
it. Right?
the biggest thing, Chris, is contract.
Yeah.
So if he breaks a bunch of rules in that, like
Well, if he broke
all
the-
of this is contingent on if you get sentenced or get any criminal.
but if he was to, like, at the end of the episodes, there is a mention of him in the
Sure, because he
credits.
created it,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm just saying that. Why would they even put that there? Is it because the contract's still valid? They have to put it there.
yeah, because he's
But if the
legally still a creator of it.
Yeah. So if the contract's still valid, then there's still chance for him to come back in some capacity. Then, right?
No,
Because
I'm saying he's still a creator of it. I'm saying as far as creative control or having a seat at a writer. Also, he didn't have creative control at all. He literally just like emailed in his voice lines and then apparently did not talk to any of the writers or staff or whatever. So it's not like he did anything to that regard anyway.
So according to NPR, they were dropped in March 22
Yep.
Of this year, but there could be a new one. I don't know. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, who knows? I personally don't care.
Hmm.
The show is just fine right now without him. I think they did a great job of putting the controversy voice, because people were worried about what these characters will sound like. Oh God. Oh God, Cowabunga dude just
Cowabunga.
drops that. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, nuclear bomb just went
No.
off.
No.
I want my Batmobile back. I'm taking my toy and going home. He's like, I sold it already
It's probably
for a
probably
bajillion
got like
dollars.
a Cosby toy in the Batmobile.
Oh man. But okay. Anything else you want to add to this?
See, I don't even know if I want to go back and watch any older ones. I just want to go forward.
I think they're funny. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
You should check out a couple of them.
Yeah, I will.
It kind of gives you a complete story of what's going on right now. It's 7 seasons. Remember that. There's a
Yeah.
lot. But the good thing is they're short episodes.
Right. Yeah, they're only like 20 minutes. So.
But
Yeah.
there's also a talks of a movie being made right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're working on it right now of a movie that they want to bring out, and it could be about 2 hours long.
Mm.
Would it just be like a really long episode or like a movie?
I think it'd just be a movie, but you know when the Simpsons movie came out,
Yeah.
it looked nicer, polished.
Why haven't they
a
made
little
a
bit.
Why haven't they made another Simpsons movie?
That Simpsons movie was great.
Yeah, I
Oh
loved it.
yeah,
And that was
Spider Pig.
That was
Mhm.
2007. It was made.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
long
really?
time.
I saw it.
Or
Well,
they no. Marge goes, "Where's Spider Pig?" Oh, I changed his name to Harry Plopper.
I love that movie. It's
Yeah,
so
it's-
good.
It was.
What? The whole Szechuan.
Oh, the Szechuan
Remember?
dip sauce. It's
Szechuan sauce. Freak out.
The-
Oh, come on, that was good.
no, it wasn't. It was fine.
Yeah, it was. It was.
What do
fun.
you D? It's fine.
Yeah, it was fine. Okay, and then there's a shortage.
Oh,
and then,
look what Kiwi says.
heaven exists.
If it's rated R, you can't go, buddy. Would it be rated R?
No,
Rick and Morty?
14.
Because they bleep out every time we.
They don't
drop.
bleep.
Oh, they don't bleep. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no.
Oh,
Maybe-
We
we bleep.
bleep.
Yeah, we bleep.
Yeah,
they don't bleep.
You know
Yeah.
that.
Ooh, so
you know
why?
that bad
so if
swears
they-
don't make a rated R.
But if they do more than
No, 14A.
oh yeah, 14A does exist. I forgot about that 14A. Nobody uses 14A.
13, 14A.
Well,
There's
Rick
always
and Morty is
PG-13 for
14A.
me in my mind, or rated R. I
Well,
always
PG
forget.
13, you get one F bomb.
Yeah.
Pretty sure 14A comes after 13.
Kiwi says crap.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Piss.
Don't worry. I know you're dead.
That's my math working.
That is one more.
Let me just check.
Okay, yeah. Confirm.
Just gonna check my calculator. Yes, 14 comes after 13
Oh, okay.
in most universes. Not every multiverse, but most of them.
What?
All right.
Here we
Are we scoring this, Rick and Morty, or are we?
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to score it at?
I'll give the episode 1 8 just because I laughed a lot, and I'll give the other one 7.5.
Okay. Nathan, you want to give your score? Since you
I
didn't
don't
watch.
think I watched in clips and read the parts that I missed, so I can't. give
You
it the
better
full
watch
total.
next week's episode.
Oh,
you're
for
gonna
Rick
be
and
more
Morty?
sick.
I
Yes.
thought I'm confused though. I thought they'd come
More
out with
sick.
episodes 3 and 4 already, or 3.
Sorry?
Yes, 4. No, am I wrong?
You are
I thought
and
there was
definitely.
more
2.
than just 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
What about you, buddy? Yeah, that's what I thought.
We need to add the clone voice.
I like our new host.
Yeah.
Doesn't say much, but it's
know.
there.
Oh,
Stoic.
did you guys see the Rotten Tomatoes reviews
No.
for it? You guys,
No.
you guys.
I have
were
to give my
first, I'm
score,
gonna tell
and Justin has to give his score.
Yeah,
Justin,
of
you want to give your
course.
score for episode 1?
Sure. Episode 1 is 6. Episode 2 is 7.
He really thought those numbers.
Yeah.
As
fuck
much as
there.
the characters in the show.
Yeah. I had a deep, delineation with my old pal Buckethead over here.
Episode 1, Poopy Butthole, I give it an 8. And episode 2, I give it probably an 8 as well. Yeah, they weren't awesome episodes, but they weren't horrible episodes in my mind. They're
Yeah.
they're good. They're good
That's fine.
episodes. Yeah. But I do want to see them to get better. Like there's
Yeah.
got to be some bangers coming. It
Mhm.
better be. So yeah, not bad. And we will talk about episode 3 next week. It's going to drop on Sunday afternoon. Somebody want to read this one?
Oh god. A&R, who's a superhero that doesn't have a movie that you want to see have one?
I thought it was a serious question. It just went to like dead end there.
I don't even understand. It doesn't-
What's a superhero that doesn't already have a movie that should go?
That shouldn't.
that
Well,
shouldn't.
Yeah.
A&R, who is a
One that doesn't
superhero
currently
that
have a
doesn't
movie.
have a movie and you never want them to have one?
Oh,
God.
Ms. Marvel. Oh,
who
wait.
doesn't have a movie? Who do you think suck?
Doesn't every superhero already have a
Yeah.
movie?
Who do you think is bad and shouldn't be?
Okay, there was a great 80s show called The Greatest American Hero.
Okay.
Did you guys ever hear this?
Yeah. Okay.
He was a clumsy superhero. Wasn't supposed to be a superhero. It was a great 80s movie, a great 80s TV show. I just hope they never make a movie out of that. But you should check it out. Greatest American Hero. It's an awesome show.
Cowabunga says Ghost Dad. Oh God,
Ghost Dad.
played by Cosby.
Oh god. Yeah, no, they shouldn't make a movie of that. That would be bad.
Yeah. I don't know. Who else is there though? Like there's tons of superheroes, but I don't know.
No, but which one? You know who I want them to bring back? Meteor Man. Oh,
In his own movie?
Well, yeah, another one. He had a movie in the 90s,
Oh yeah.
and it was phenomenal.
Meteor Man. Oh,
Meteor
I think I
Man.
know. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry.
Or what was that one? What was it? Horatio and Ben Stiller.
Oh yeah. Mystery Men.
Mystery Man.
Yeah, that was great. I love that movie.
I recently rewatched that.
Yeah.
And I watched it again, I rewatched it again because there was some guy who was like, I'm gonna do an in-depth review on Mystery Man, and I was like, why? And I watched his 28-minute review, and I was like, I gotta go watch this movie again.
Had a great cast.
It did.
Ben Stiller, Hank Azaria.
Yep. What's her name? The bowling ball chick.
Yeah, comedian Janine Garofalo.
Yeah.
What's his name? From Fargo. William H. Macy.
Yep.
Talking about do you remember this movie? Mystery Men?
Elvin? Mystery Man.
Mystery Men.
Why is that familiar?
Because it's a movie that you should have probably seen.
They're all like misfit superheroes.
I can't remember. I saw that.
Oh, real?
Oh, it had Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah, it did. He was the mucus guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Spleen.
When did it come out?
Like 80 or 94,
okay.
93-ish, something like that.
99.
99.
Are we
Yeah.
still talking about the superheroes?
Yeah.
We're just talking about
I'm gonna
superheroes.
say one.
Okay.
It should be a TV show though,
Okay.
but not a movie.
Okay.
Captain Planet.
Heart.
Fire. Wind. Recycling is our thing.
Yeah. Why haven't
Captain Planet.
Why haven't they tried to have a Captain Planet resurgence?
By the way, can I say something?
What? I don't know.
We got a lot of people in the chats here talking and giving some cool questions to answer. I love this.
Yep.
This is so cool. Thank you guys for being here and joining us. It makes a world of a difference when you guys come on here and give your thoughts, questions, even answer some of the things that we sometimes forget what's in there.
Don't you have anything better to do?
So thank you so much. Don't forget to like and tell people about it, because this is what makes the show. This is what we love, coming here and engaging you awesome people out there.
Okay, should we talk about Loki?
Yes.
Yes,
Let's do it.
Holy
See,
balls.
2 and 3.
I got a lot to unpack here,
Okay.
but I'm gonna let you guys run with it here, and I will chime in every segment here. All right,
Run with it.
episode
2.
2. Numéro 2.
Oh, we're doing 2 and 3.
2 and
right.
3.
Okay.
It's been a while.
I'd like to get to
It's
3.
been a while.
Yes.
Rough week.
I'm just gonna say I liked 3 better than 2.
Yeah.
They're both good, but 3 was great.
I just want to say that he told me before we came on that he binged a lot of Marvel shows.
So it was my birthday on Saturday.
Happy birthday. Everybody
It
say
was
happy
mine.
birthday to
It's
Justin.
mine on
and
Sunday.
his.
What?
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
You guys
So-
have back-to-back birthday. You didn't know
And
that?
My
No?
son shares a birthday with you. 21st.
Really?
Yeah. Kiwi.
That's a good day.
I mean,
Who?
I don't know. Some
In
mate-
our group chat, I said
Who?
happy birthday to him.
Yeah, well,
and then
I-
I said to you as well. Did
I-
you not figure that out?
No, I
Neither of us did. What?
Why would I say happy birthday
Who's-
to both of you if it's
who's
not your
Justin?
birthday?
I didn't. I don't. Shut up.
Happy birthday, belated. to
Yeah, happy
Justin.
birthday.
Oh my god!
That's funny.
I'm still
See, people,
recovering.
this is what I
okay?
work. This is what I want to deal with here.
I'm still recovering.
So now look, now we're losing people.
Oh my god!
So go ahead, Justin. You were
Wow, is he 55, 56 ish? Who you
no,
were
I'm 64. Thank
talking
you
about-
very much.
Yeah.
talking
young,
about Chris
a young
Agnew?
64.
Oh, wait, yeah. So yeah, no, I had a thing
Ooh,
a
Kiwi's,
day.
savage today, huh?
And,
What do you have to say?
Oh yeah, Loki
Ooh,
exists. Hey, Loki's the only
savage
good
kid.
thing that is in Marvel right now.
Yeah.
Trust me, I checked.
Disney. It's one of the
On
only good
Disney.
things in Disney right
Yeah.
now.
On
Huh?
Disney Plus. I
Yeah.
think it's the only good thing on
Hey,
Disney
No,
Plus.
only murders in the building. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Oh! I
show's-
forgot to
that show's
mention
really good.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of the show, I'll talk a little bit more about this. But remember, I said I had a hot take.
Yep.
No.
I was telling him.
Oh, yeah.
When he wished me a happy birthday.
That doesn't sound
told-
very.
So I want to say this, and I'll
characteristically
talk
of
about it at the
Elvin.
end. But I want a little nugget to drop. Taylor Swift's all right.
You saw it.
Yeah,
No,
bitch,
no, no,
I
no, no,
told
no.
you.
I'm gonna not say nothing till the end. But Taylor Swift's all right. She's in my good books.
It's only.
But I
if
will tell you
would-
why. There was an incident that happened, not a show or anything that, not even her songs, but there's something that happened.
I couldn't give
over
a
the weekend.
thundering about her songs, but I'm telling you, she's amazing.
So she's all right. And I'll tell you why at the end. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that.
Because if you didn't figure out she's all right, we're gonna say she's all right.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking from my point of view. You
Okay.
guys know what I'm saying, right?
Elvin's
I-
a
Yes,
stick
because
now.
we've been telling you for the last
No,
month
no.
in the group chat
And I always
that
said
you've just randomly started a vendetta against
I'm a
this
heel. That's what I do, baby.
19-year-old or however that you've never
Okay.
met and have no interaction with and just started.
Let's
Anyways, let's
get back to Loki.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Was Taylor Swift in this episode?
No. Like, what did she start? He just randomly one day was just like, this bitch, and I was like, what did she talk good about McFarlane figures or something? Why are you now bringing Taylor Swift up? You have two sons who are teenagers. and-
No, the reason why I brought it up that time was I'm just so tired of hearing about her.
You almost brought something else up there.
What? Where do you hear about her so much?
I was just so tired about hearing about her. I'm like, oh my god, just shut up,
Then
people.
turn like Google alerts off, or when you see ads, just be like,
No,
hey,
it's
hey,
not
Google,
just
I'm
that.
not
It's
introduced to
commercials
this.
and all this. Like, I'm
I
watching
know.
football. They're talking about Taylor
Oh my
Swift.
god, you're mad about
I'm like, oh my god, can we just shut up? Let's watch the game. Everyone, oh look, it's Taylor Swift in the sweet. Oh, I don't
Pepto-Bismol.
I
What
don't
is this
care.
doing on my screen? I don't
I
have
don't
a
care about
stomachache.
her in the suite. Who cares? She left the stadium in a can.
GMC,
But
I
wait,
don't
wait,
want
wait.
one of your cards. Why the hell are you showing me your card?
Let me ask you something though. What was she wearing?
Oh God,
Anyways,
What?
Loki.
a Chiefs jersey.
Oh,
Okay,
of course,
there you go.
of course. Just it, like anything else? Not just kidding.
Anyways, season 2, episode 2.
Episode 2. So I can't even remember what happens. What happens in episode 2?
Decision
Justin's
having
laughing.
key lime pie.
Anyways.
Actually, I really like that key lime pie scene.
Oh,
Nate,
yeah,
you know what? We should shut up.
exactly.
Nate, tell us about Loki.
episode 2. What happened?
Well, oh gosh, a bunch of stuff happens. I mean, I've watched episode 2 and 3 back to back, so I might mix them up a little bit.
Yep.
But they're all looking for Sylvia.
Yeah.
Still,
Sylvie.
female Loki. Sylvie. Sorry, I thought it was Sylvia.
Don't know
They're
why.
looking for her
Who
still.
cares?
Yeah. And well, you know, she did kill
He Who Remains.
He Who Remains, Kang. But they're looking for her. They're also looking for bad with names. Renfield. That's her name, right? Ren.
Huh? Oh, Renslayer.
I think it's
Renslayer.
Renslayer.
Renfield
sorry.
is the Nicolas Cage vampire movie.
Yeah, sorry. I just read Dracula, so I'm mixing up the names there.
X5.
They're
they're
looking for her,
as well.
and she went AWOL. So we see her go to this. I was going to say a Western town, but Chicago, in 1863, I believe, or 1868. It's 1860. She's there, and she finds a very young King variant before he's grown up and changed. And in this episode, we learn that her and Miss Minutes are going to try and make this variant into the next into the next big King, turn him into the one that we've seen in season 1. And so where should we start? At the beginning?
Well,
sorry.
so there's also a bunch of things where it will say the year and the place and the time that they're in, but then have you been noticing there's like, this is the main timeline and then this is a branch timeline.
Yes.
But they're all slightly related, and they're trying to turn this King variant, which is Victor Timely, into He Who Will Remain.
That's episode 3.
That is episode 3, yeah.
Episode 2 in 1977, they go looking for X5.
Oh yeah, and he's an actor and he's been an actor.
Brad,
for a
he's
while.
been there for a while.
yeah.
Yeah. His name is Wolf.
Yeah. And he's making-
So I have a theory.
okay.
I think this is Loki's son.
Oh,
Because in the Loki comics and mythological lore, Wolf is one of his sons.
oh,
And you remember in the first episode, I mentioned that old lady that was sitting there and he was talking to her, that could be Sylvie in the future.
right.
So Loki and Sylvie could have had this kid.
With him.
Wait, do you think Loki and aren't they the same?
They are?
Yeah, but they do care about each other.
Really?
We've seen that.
That'd be kind of messed up. That's like having a twin.
Yeah. Is that?
I mean, these are just theories, right? So
yes.
because his son is Wolf something. I can't remember exactly what it was.
There was also just sorry going
Balin
back.
Skull.
Yeah. Did you hear the theory that when in episode 1 in the McDonald's, the kid who's working at McDonald's is Mobius?
Oh,
That would be
That's what
hilarious.
people are saying. The kid behind the counter. at
Oh,
McDonald's.
and then he
They have the
grows up
same
and he buys a
accent?
jet ski.
Exactly.
they haven't paid that off yet.
No, I cannot wait to see
Like I would see
a slow motion montage of Owen Wilson and
just riding off in the sunset
and Loki
On
on
jet ski.
So, yeah, just like
They-
Point
sorry,
Break.
because of the reference in with the 2-seater bike too. So there's
Yeah,
gotta be a
yeah.
two-seater
They
jet
got the
ski.
yeah, yep.
They got to
The
do
tandem jet ski.
that. But yeah, so episode 2 they go back to 1977 to a movie premiere.
which
Yeah.
has a lot of Easter eggs there.
A ton.
because that's a Marvel character as well, right?
Yep.
The movie. No,
The
I can't-
werewolf thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the poster of is it Kingo? I can't remember the brown guy that played in
Zaniac is the
Zaniac.
movie.
Zaniac. Yeah, that's a character. That's a Thor character.
Hmm.
He shows up in the Thor comics.
Right.
And then one of the other posters is from the
X-Men stuff too. That was on one of the posters.
what was the group that just had this movie really bad?
Fantastic Four?
No. The movie came
The
out.
Avengers.
Eternals.
Eternals.
Oh, that movie. Okay.
Yeah.
So back to the original. Birthday had 2 days of recovery, and I just watched so much Marvel stuff. I watched the first hour of the Eternals, and I was like, I do not care about this.
Had you
Don't
seen it
continue.
before? Was that your first time?
Huh?
Had you seen it
No,
before?
I hadn't seen it before.
Right.
Because
Oh,
I was
lucky
just
you.
like, I don't care about any of this.
Ugh.
And then I was like, okay, it's been an hour. You still haven't made me care. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And then I was like, oh, this has nothing to do with anything that already you've been setting up. Okay, there's no point in watching
Kiwi
this.
agrees
It's
with
2.5 hours.
Eternals
And
sucks.
also, you somehow managed to make Angelina Jolie not hot. Like garbage movie.
Even Salma Hayek.
Yeah, you have Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek in tights, and I'm not like, all right, this movie's awesome.
Okay, I'll stick it out to the end.
Yeah, exactly. You really
I'll tough it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the brown guy in there, his poster's up in the background.
Oh,
That's right.
Come on, Gian.
Yeah,
yes.
sure. Yes. Hakuna Matata. I can say that. Shut up. It was weird that Salma Hayek was in it. Yeah, it was very weird. But also, I love her a lot.
It's weird
And
that they
it's
were
still
all
weird.
Scottish too. Like what? I don't know.
But it was just also
You don't-
weird. Like it didn't even seem like it was in the whole Marvel universe.
No.
except for them mentioning the.
That's
snap
what
of
happens
Thanos,
when you
like,
bring
yes.
a director in that has no idea. They took a chance on a director and she just shat the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
It was bad.
Reminds me of Star Wars
yeah.
Episode 8.
I can make A&R hate me, but it's true. What?
I
We don't hate you.
Edward Norton as
I
Bruce
like
Banner.
Edward Norton as
Yeah,
Bruce Banner more than Mark Ruffalo.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man,
agree.
I don't disagree with you. They're both good in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think they both
Oh, I
did.
don't like Mark.
Sorry?
I don't like Mark.
You don't like Mark
That's
Ruffalo?
just the cold talk telling you. When you get better, you'll your senses.
Wait,
don't
why
worry.
do you like Mark? I want to quickly hear. Why?
Sorry, why do I like who?
Mark Ruffalo.
Ruffalo?
I don't care about who's Banner. I care about who's Hulk.
Sure.
I rather see more Hulk than Banner. And the little time that we did see them, Edward Norton and Ruffalo, I thought Norton was a little bit better than Mark, but Mark wasn't horrible either. I mean, he did his part. He was a scientist. He just did things with Tony. Good, cool.
They're both really great actors.
Yeah, but
but
nobody
in the
wants to go
role-
see a Hulk movie with those guys more than the Hulk. They want to see the Hulk more.
Yeah.
70% Hulk, 30% Banner. Thank you very much. Right?
Mhm.
So yeah, they were both fine, but yeah, I always liked Edward Norton as an actor. Fight Club, awesome.
Yeah.
What was the one with Rounders with Matt Damon? That was a sick movie.
Was his first one? Is it Fearless? No, where he's like he's the convicted and he messes with anyway. Keep talking. I have to look it up. But
Have
yeah,
you guys seen Rounders with Matt Damon and him?
yeah, I think
If
so.
you haven't seen that movie, go see that.
Well, Mark
movie.
Ruffalo's an amazing actor too.
Yeah, I know.
both
I'm
are.
not saying he's bad.
They're
No,
both
not at all.
fine. Yeah.
I think they're both fine. Just Nathan has a problem with Mark. I think he just hates him.
I'm not a fan of him. I know I'm gonna get people disagreeing with me here, but I think that his chemistry with Tony, or with with Tony Stark is just not quite how I wanted to see it.
Sure.
I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me about that, but I don't know that his whole point of having Bruce Banner there is, yes, you have the guy that's intellectual, but I like seeing the balance between the guy that's intellectual and really kind of nerdy, leaning on the nerdier side, compared to the sophisticated, almost Bruce Wayne-esque kind of playboy, which is what Tony Stark is. And I just felt like it wasn't quite enough of a difference. There was difference, but it wasn't enough.
Harstead said, I agree, but I would say Norton portrays anger better than Ruffalo for those. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So the movie I was thinking was Primal Fear with Ed Norton and Richard
Primal
Gere.
Fear. I don't
Yeah,
think I've seen
Richard
that
Gere's the
one.
lawyer and Ed Norton's convicted. Anyways, it's a great movie.
Okay, but do you like Robert Pattinson as Batman?
Hell yeah.
So far, so good.
Yep.
Best detective Batman ever.
I've
Mhm.
always wanted Batman to be detective.
Yeah, that's what
Who
he
would have
is.
thought,
Pretty good,
right?
yeah.
I mean, DC Comics, Detective Comics,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. All the other Batmans, he was just like, there was a little tiny moment where it's like, hey, do this and do this. Okay, we
Yeah.
fixed it. I'm a detective.
Yeah, he's like, I've got forensics. I got a fingerprint. They're like,
Yeah.
cool. You get a detective badge now.
Yeah.
My Batman has to do crime fighting well,
Mhm.
but also needs to use gadgets to solve his way through a movie. He's rich. He's got all kinds of cool tech. Let him use it.
Yeah.
Right? It shouldn't just be his cowl and his Batmobile all the time.
Yeah. I also need bat nipples too.
Sure. I mean, hey,
Who doesn't?
sometimes you have to cut things with nipples.
That's true.
Harsh people hate Twilight, but he played that role well.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I hate
So
the
true
movie. I
story.
don't hate him as he didn't create. It's not his fault.
no,
Yeah.
He also disliked the movie.
Actually,
he didn't
he
like
he
just
got a
the
role,
acting.
got money.
No, here's
Yeah.
the one thing you got to give it up for Robert Pattinson. He made sure that after Twilight, he played a bunch of roles so he wasn't typecast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
He
he,
was
he
like,
did
I'm gonna do
indie stuff. He
art,
did
Yeah, yeah.
like
art
art house
stuff,
films. Yeah.
like
And now I'll do Batman.
yeah,
So
exactly.
true story. They were filming Twilight here in Vancouver.
Yep.
And at the time, I was working at the airport, and they were gonna bring him in a limo.
Mhm.
And this part doesn't exist in the airport anymore, but they used to have a escalator from the outside of the airport connected in the back to come right into the airport. and people knew that he was going to be in that area.
Right.
And there were like a bajillion female and teenagers all screaming, "Oh my God, he's coming!" Right?
Female and teenagers.
Yeah, there were guys there
The
too.
worst combination.
Yeah, right. They were both there, and then so they brought the limo right up there, and it was just like swarm. And my job was to make sure he gets to the boarding area and through into the gate, like
We were
quickly.
just elbows out.
And I was just like, nope, not doing that. That's crazy. Yeah, but they got him in there as soon as possible out of there. But it was nuts. There's some crazy people
I
out there.
believe it.
I thought the limo was
People
gonna
are
get flipped
crazy
over.
for those movies.
I had to watch
right.
all of them with my
Since being
girlfriend.
sidetracked, which is awesome, we don't mind.
Let's just jump to the third
Now
episode.
you guys just don't care about this
Loki.
episode too, huh? So the
No, I
Loki
don't
does
know.
use powers in this episode.
Yeah, he does the
I love the
shadow
scene
bits.
where it showed his
Oh, yeah.
shadow and you see his horns come
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
great.
Like
Yeah,
that's just
that
for
was
him
cool.
too.
Yeah.
Like he can't. Nobody else is seeing that.
Yeah.
So they did
What's
arrest
nice?
Sylvie back to the TVA, right? So she's there, but they also grabbed. Sorry, they didn't arrest her. They did they bring her aboard? I can't remember.
They had a fight because
Yeah.
they told her the plan. said
And
that
yeah, she
he's
didn't
gonna
wanna
show
agree
up,
with it,
and
yeah.
she's like,
But they brought him though. They brought X5 back to the facility and they put him in a box.
They arrested him, yeah.
and the box got smaller.
"Yep." They did some good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
It was like the amount of times that I'm just sitting there and smiling because I'm enjoying the stupid little dialogue quips
It's
back
the
and
two
forth.
of them.
Yeah,
It's the two of them. That's
It's
what we said
so
2 weeks ago.
good.
We've said that every time. That it's the
They
two
work
of them
well
together.
together.
Yeah.
Well, even
Mhm.
they do, but anytime somebody else comes, like unlike every other Disney show where it's just like, all right, these people are amazing. Anytime they're not on screen, I'm just like, I don't care. Bring it back
Yeah.
to the two cool people I like.
Yeah.
But anytime somebody else shows up, it's just like, oh, it's the two people that I really like, and also now this person, cool. And it's
But it's also the dialogue that's written for them.
yeah,
They just
Oh.
do it so well. Where something like Ahsoka, you could just, I don't know, everyone just seemed like, the same
Bleh.
tone and boring.
yeah,
At least these two are fun to watch.
We do also want to mention that a lot of people died because there was a lot of lines that you saw disappear.
oh yeah, billions of people.
I thought you were referring to
literally
real life.
genocide
I was so
across the galaxy.
confused.
Yep.
Right.
Because yeah, so in searching for Sylvie, or sorry, searching for Sylvie.
Yep.
They just pruned entire timelines, and we're trying to put things back in order, and they're like almost doing vigilante TVA stuff, and then they have the big fight, Sylvie and the
Continue.
Sylvie and Loki and
Kang.
Mobius. They all go to where they're meeting, or where the rogue TVA agents are all going from, to different timelines to prune them all. And then that's pretty much. Then they have the big fight there, which was cool. It was fine.
I don't get the reference.
Well,
I love that they casted Lightning McQueen in Loki.
Owen Wilson's
Oh,
Lightning McQueen.
okay, yes.
Ka-chow.
I love that they cast.
Next time you
A
should
race
say,
car.
"Wow."
wow.
I love that they cast a race car that's supposed to be really quick, really fast moving, energetic, as the guy that's so calm and peaceful. Like, wow, just speaks so slowly, and it's like a glass of warm milk listening to him. And they cast him as a race car.
I love the movies that Lightning McQueen.
Oh yeah.
I loved
Oh,
the
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
That's so cool. My kids were glued to it when we were watching it. I remember my kids growing up watching that movies. Anyways, my kids did not watch this one. What happens? She goes back to her timeline too, as well, and sees that
Mhm.
everything is fine. Well, the McDonald's timeline, where she was at Oklahoma, Broxton, Oklahoma,
Oklahoma.
and then she's got something that's glowing glowing stones in her hand. Do you guys remember that? Nathan?
Just the glowing stones. I don't remember that.
No.
What? And holding something that appears to be a glowing stone.
Wait, I'm gonna look this up.
The Tesseract?
It's He Who Remains Bangle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
She had that in the beginning. That's how she opened the time
Yeah,
door
yeah.
and kicked Loki through.
So
thought you were
that's-
referring to the to Infinity
Infinity
Stones.
Stones.
there.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
something
no,
like
no,
that.
sorry, yeah. Should
It's
have
not a stone. It's
it's a bangle.
bangle.
Yeah, there you go.
Bracelet. It's a watch. Whatever.
So that was the episode.
Time watch.
What do you guys give episode 2?
Wow.
You give it a wow?
I give it a wow.
A score.
Well, we need Nathan to say that again.
Wow.
Come on, Nathan.
Why? Oh,
Wow.
Because you do such a good job.
See, he says
I'll mess it
Nathan
up
sounds
now.
like
Wow.
Owen Wilson. He
Wow.
says wow.
I used
yeah,
to be
that's
able to
right.
do.
I
Have you
forgot
guys
I need
watched
to
the
make a
room?
wow button.
Have you guys? Is it called the room? The one where I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not hit her.
I did
hi, Mark.
not.
That one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I used
the
to be able
real-
to do his
Unfortunately, you
voice.
just
Not
talked.
anymore.
Yeah.
That
That'd be pretty funny.
Oh, my
anyway,
God.
sorry. What were our scores last week?
Oh,
or-
dude.
or-
I didn't-
Probably
I
like
didn't
a
write them down.
8. I'd say. I
Yeah.
think would be
For
the
episode
average.
1?
Yeah.
I think we were around 7 or 8.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll keep
episode
track
2.
this
Let's
time.
go. We're on the table. What do we got?
8.
8. Nathan.
2 will go in 8. Yeah.
Okay. 2 8s.
I'll say 7.5.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
I know, no.
I'm gonna say 7.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say 7.
Okay.
It was a step down.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree from the first.
Sure.
I mean, we didn't even also talk about this. There's still chaos going on
Oh, yeah.
in the TVA.
Yeah.
Shit's still going downhill.
Yep.
I really want them on one of their adventures to bring Obi with them.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the amount of like theories and build up for Obi
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
Because like if Kang created the TVA,
Yep.
how did
It's like the chicken and the egg.
well, but if Kang created the TVA and then he wipes all of the TVA people who work there's memories and they're all variants, then they keep getting their memories wiped. Why isn't Obi's wiped?
Mm-hmm.
Why was he allowed to know how everything in the TVA works, write a book on it,
Yeah.
and also have his name that he wrote the book?
Right.
Why would he be allowed to have that ownership of the unlimited knowledge of how the entire system works when he didn't create it, unless maybe Miss Minutes is an AI version of Obi?
You're giving them way too much credit.
Well, I think
I like what you're thinking.
Obi is just necessary.
It would be cool, but I think that they're not even anywhere near that.
But we know that his memory isn't wiped. And that's why he's like, I haven't seen you it's been so long. You're my only visitor or whatever.
Yeah.
So, or is he just always forgotten? And he's just like looked over and he remains, doesn't even think of him. That now that's his, the hole in his plan or whatever is because he just forgot about Obi because he's just in the basement.
But didn't Loki go back in time to tell him?
Yes, he went back in time to tell him how to fix the time slipping bit because he was time slipping and that's where he was. But when Mobius was bringing Loki to Obi because he's like, he'll know how to fix this. He was like, I actually don't know how I know how to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they get there, he's like, actually, I don't remember ever being here. And then he's like, oh. And then Obi knows him because his memory hasn't been wiped, but Owen Wilson's has. So it's like a subconscious thing that was bringing him there, like a muscle memory thing.
Don't expect them to explain that to you. Like I
Maybe
said.
Obi's
No, I
mind just
think
wasn't
they are
wiped
going to because he's been in every episode and they've really
I will
been
be shocked.
hammering the book that he wrote. Like every episode, somebody makes a comment about it and be like, "Oh, he wrote this one." Blah. Like they've been.
I think
making
they'll
an effort.
explain bits and pieces of it, but I don't think they're going to give you that full-on, complete answer that you're looking
No,
for.
I'm just saying that I think
Yeah.
Obi is the key to all of this. And
Yeah,
he's probably.
I wouldn't doubt it. He's part of that. So
He is a
episode
Kang
3.
variant.
Well,
episode-
I was thinking that too, but they all look the same. They all look like
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
So
episode 3. Louis Latimer. How do you say that? I don't know. Latimer.
yeah,
Latimer. Yep.
Reason why I bring him up is because this episode was an homage to him.
yeah.
I don't like Edison. I think he's a piece of
Yeah,
what.
he's a douche.
Yeah. History needs
He's
to
a
be rewrote
thief.
because that guy was not an inventor of nothing.
No.
Instead of the only thing he invented was stealing. So this gentleman also helped with the electricity, conducting power and how to have it spread out. Worked with multiple people. Had various patent. I'm not going to go into all of that, but Edison tried to steal a lot of his patent.
Mm-hmm.
He took him to court, and the court actually favored in Lewis's favor, which was unheard of at the time.
Yeah.
Because of his color of his skin, and a lot of people don't know about him. So one of the things I do is I look at how historically accurate a show is, even if it's fiction or nonfiction, whatever it is. I want to see how accurate. Why would you put somebody into that situation? So when they had He Who Remains, what's his name again in
Victor Timely.
Victor Timely.
Yeah.
So in the comics, Victor Timely was Caucasian. So I wanted to know, okay, if you made a race swap, does it make sense in that timeline?
Sure.
Right? Some people don't care. I personally would like to have accuracy.
Yep.
And so I'm like, were there any inventors? Were there any entrepreneurs in that time frame that would make sense
Yeah.
for Victor Timely to be an African American in that timeline? And it happens to be Lewis Latimer or Latimer. It's all over again. Rancor. Anyway, so I'm happy that they gave him a little credit notch. I would have loved to see them do a little bit more at the end credits. Could have at least said, in memory or the great inventor Lewis or something like that at the end to give a little bit more, because a lot of people don't know who this character is.
Sure.
Who this human being is. Everybody knows Tesla.
Yeah.
Right. So the story is interesting. It goes to, what year was it in Chicago?
Well, there's two, right? They go to like 18.
Well, she goes.
No, they do too.
And then they trace her in the forward.
Yeah, it's like 1868 is the first Chicago, and then 1893 is where the World's Fair.
And she comes in just like the end of last season, where she stepped into that door. She basically, this is her right into this.
It's continuation.
Yeah, it's exact continuation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes there. I can't remember why. Oh, Miss Minutes told her to go there. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Where
she
she
meets
gives-
up with Miss Minutes.
And she puts the book.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Miss Minutes was like, He Who Remains has this plan. We, in the situation, if he dies, we then have to go to this specific point, this specific time, and we have to put this book here. And then we have to leave and go ahead and go to this other time and place. And then that will create He Who Remains, essentially. So it was
given the TVA book, giving
Yeah.
a sort of a boost to him.
Yeah. Well, so is it then I guess a Mobius strip, the whole like snake eating its own tail?
I think there's a contingency plan for him.
No,
Right,
well, so
basically.
but I'm saying it's not a Mobius strip, which is if he dies, then they have to go back in time and create this guy. So then it's just a constant loop. Yeah.
But is it the same,
Yeah.
or it could be a different one?
Well, in the comics, Victor Timely became He Who
No,
Remains,
no.
wasn't it?
But there's still I know I don't want to jump to the end, but there is a chance that this could be a different,
Yeah.
right? Because of how he reacted and what he said. But that could just all be a cover up, right? Hey, I'm not like him, because his life was about to end.
Yeah.
Right. And he just convinced them that, hey, I could be different. Right.
Well, from what everyone else said, is he is a variant that was created after the death of King, but they might later on pull like this big reversal. Like, not only was he created after the death of King, but he is the original King. And as you said, Justin, that it's this cycle.
Yeah. Well, that was the big thing, because in the third episode of this, it was the same scenes from the after credits in the shitty Ant-Man movie where they
so bad.
Yeah. And it was the Victor Timely thing, and that was kind of showing that it was him again. And it was cool seeing that exact scene from the end credits in this episode and remember seeing that in theaters and then seeing this on TV now. And it's like, oh yeah, that's like Loki, the TV show is like movie quality. It's ridiculous.
So a lot of like what you were just saying. Was he saying Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd killed it. You're wrong.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about this before. Paul Rudd is awesome.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
It wasn't Paul Rudd
No.
that was the issue.
He
in
should
that
have died in the movie.
it wasn't Paul Rudd that was the problem in this movie.
No.
It was
No.
everything else.
Yeah.
CGI, writing, acting of other
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
characters. It was bad.
Too many ants.
To me.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
I
uncles.
fell asleep in that movie.
But for this episode of Loki, the
No,
things
I'm not.
what you were
supporting
talking about.
that fucking joke. That was not
What joke?
exactly. Exactly.
Haters.
Okay.
Look, see? Wow.
Wow. So in this episode, the things I liked and what you're talking about before is all the little bits. The fact that they open up the episode with an old ragtime version of the
Mhm.
Marvels theme.
Oh yeah.
That was great. You know, going to the World's Fair, saying, you know, Chicago at that time. I don't know. I saw someone else said this online. So there was a serial killer in Chicago
Yeah.
at this point. His name was Holmes, and he killed a bunch of people in a hotel. And when they open up the magazine, the newspaper, and it shows Miss Times in the corner, it says "Hotels for Rent" by Holmes, like that serial killer.
Oh.
There
It's
were
all
so
these
many
little things.
There were so many things.
Yeah.
Like little posters in the background that were so time specific.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy the research that they do. In
Oh,
this
yeah.
stuff. You know, I love the scene where they saw the statues of Thor,
Yeah.
and Odin, and
Bale.
Boulder the Brave.
Boulder,
Oh,
Boulder the
Boulder.
Brave. Yeah. And
Yeah,
Loki's
yeah.
just like, Boulder?
Yeah. See, this is what
He's
we
just
talk
like,
about, and then
I
Mobius is like,
forget that you're one of those.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he's like, no, it's the Brave.
and then he goes, Thor's not that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, there is talk that they will reunite in the finale of Kang the Conqueror movie.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
two of them will meet again.
who?
Thor and Loki.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they'll meet again. But it's funny how he's doing so well without Thor in his show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
And-
think he's holding his own
No, for sure.
because it was the other way around before, right?
Hold on. And then this series is taking place in
He's-
Endgame,
That's where he came from. Endgame.
where he
well,
he
actually, so
moves away with the Tesseract.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want to be correct, it's technically not Endgame.
no,
It's
no.
the-
it's Avengers 1
yeah. It's the
because
first,
he
Yes.
took the Tesseract and bounced.
In New York.
Yeah.
No, it was only when they went back in time.
Yes,
so
which
that
is
was
Avengers
Yes.
1
but the time
okay.
frame that
Okay,
they-
okay. I see what you're doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Avengers one
yeah.
in New
because they
York.
were coming down there.
Yeah.
They had him handcuffed, right?
Yeah.
And the Tesseract
Yes.
fell out of the suitcase,
Right.
and that's when he bounced.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is the Loki that hasn't like sacrificed himself and died.
Yeah,
trying
so he had
fight
to
Thanos, all that.
This was the selfish
But-
Loki.
He does
Yeah.
know that, right?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
first
'cause they-
season, he saw
Yeah, they
him get
played the whole
himself
thing.
get-
Yeah.
Yeah.
he knows his outcome.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that changes his course.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see them reunite again after a while. It'll be a good payoff if they do it well. We will see.
So
Yeah, just saw, I heard the door close.
No, something outside.
Oh, is it?
well, it is close to Halloween.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
Mhm.
I'll start playing the Halloween music. Dun, 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 dun.
So then they
okay.
They go into
or
the
they're looking for Renslayer at this point.
Yes.
And he remains or whatever, King.
Are you a fan of his acting as Victor Timely?
Absolutely.
He annoyed me. I couldn't stand him.
Really?
stutter.
It's overall the whole acting. It just annoyed me. It's like
Why?
he was trying way too hard. I think
I think
Oh,
that's
so
the
you thought the
character he's
acting was bad,
supposed to
not
be
the character.
the acting of the character. It was just he tried too hard. I think at times they're just annoying. It's just I know you have this stuttering thing, but you're trying too hard. It's like relax. But overall, I mean, I thought the whole of Renslayer,
Rentra.
him,
Reptar.
and then these two, they're all circling. They're all trying to get to him,
yeah.
and get access to them because they need him to fix the TVA. They need a Kang variant, right? So it's interesting how they basically are trying to get him, and then you have him doing his little electrical act in front of everybody, and then you have people trying to.
Well, he's got a miniature version of the what's it called? The time loom.
Yeah.
And then we every scene with Obi just like, no, we're all gonna die. And then what? Oh no, yeah, that could work, but we're definitely all gonna die.
But he also
Very
comes
positive.
into the room once. Nice to meet you. We're all gonna die. Yeah, he's great.
I liked how Miss Minutes changes herself to the old look of it.
She goes
Black and
yeah.
white- black
She
and
goes
white,
like
yeah.
sepia tone,
Yeah.
and even her clock changes.
Yeah, the
yeah,
face.
Yeah.
And I liked also when she got big, all of a sudden she had like a little skirt on.
Yeah, it's like or a ghost from Pac-Man or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What else? And then basically they take him to. Well, they try to kidnap and take him, right?
Yeah, and then Sylvie
Comes into that.
kind of comes around and goes, "Okay, I guess you're human, or you're not inherently evil."
But how do you just take his word? I
Because
found
that
that
was-
really weird.
He's saying I haven't done those things yet.
Yeah,
But you will.
yeah,
but still, it's hard to.
she already went through this in the first season, though, so she kind of flipped where they were going to kill this specific one, but then when they kept running into a bunch of different Lokis, then they kind of understood the humanity of it and the individuality. And so now she's just like, no, I've seen this one. Okay, I know what's going to happen. And then now when she comes face to face, she goes, damn it. The thing that they were telling me, I guess I believe now.
Oh, Q said he got scared today.
There's ghosts.
Whatever.
Time to move.
Yeah, bounce.
Yep.
Leave now. Pack your bags.
So then Renslayer.
Maybe she's just tripping out because of what she did in the first season, killing Kang, and then oh, I screwed it up. If I do this, I might screw it up again.
Yeah, exactly.
But then does that mean isn't it just a loop? She just keeps coming back.
It's
This is what happens when you mess with time. It gets complicated on TV
Time
shows.
messes with you. Isn't
Yeah.
that what Tony Stark says? Time messes back or something.
I don't know.
it's a Mobius strip. It's
It's a Mobius what?
Mobius strip.
Okay.
The snake and the Ouroboros. Mobius, Ouroboros.
Yes.
These are all things. Mobius strip is no, sorry. Ouroboros is the snake eating its own tail. Mobius strip is something that is not possible in physics, where it's the figure 8, but it's reversed or whatever. Anyway, I think I remember.
Thanks,
That right.
Bill Nye.
No problem. There's your science.
Anything else you guys want to add here?
Miss Minutes was creepy as hell.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I think she's more scary than anything.
What about Renslayer? Like, she's changed her. Is she going to change her outcome? Because at the end, she and Miss Minutes,
And
and
she's seeing what Miss Minutes is doing and trying to manipulate. And also, well, okay, and they're slightly going for this, but isn't the whole thing with Kang and Renslayer is that they can never be together, but they keep trying to be, and in different timelines, he keeps trying to make a new Renslayer that he can eventually be with, but then she always dies, and that's what
I
drives him
also see
insane.
their love triangle there too. Miss Minutes is not happy with Renslayer trying to like.
No, because I think that
Could she be Renslayer?
that's what I'm thinking.
Another version of
Mm,
Renslayer?
That
That's
Miss
true.
Minutes is
It's
a
true.
different timelines
'Cause-
Renslayer.
Doesn't Miss Minutes say she wants to have a body? at some
Yeah,
point?
that's what she's like. Yeah, why didn't you give me a body so I could really be with you? And you're
Yeah.
just like, "Ugh."
And she puts her face
yeah,
on
let
the
me be your
mannequin.
girl.
On the mannequin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
So
weird.
maybe Miss Minutes is from a different universe where everyone's clocks.
Hey, Morty.
Morty. and
Oh, that was pretty good.
thank you. Where everyone's clocks, and then that's why she
Rick.
gets put there, and then she's jealous of Renslayer. But again,
Rick.
the whole point of Renslayer and He Who Remains is that they can never be together. Which, if she doesn't have a body, they can't be together. So it's just a different version of that. And then that's also why she's trying to get rid of Renslayer.
Through her lifeline, literally.
Yeah.
She rowed herself back into play. That's a big row. She must
Yep.
be an Olympic rower. Wooden paddles back then too.
Oh yeah.
That's some heavy stuff there.
That's some strong back muscles.
All right, so rate this. What was everyone give this episode?
Whoa.
I'm gonna go a bit more. I think I was an 8 for this one.
Yeah, this one was, I think, probably.
I'm giving it an 8. Actually, I'm giving it an 8.5. I know.
Wow.
Crazy.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Justin, Nathan.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
What?
It was good.
We all enjoyed something.
9 is
7.5 was pushing it. Y'all crazy.
pushing it.
Y'all crazy.
Y'all crazy.
This was great. There was fights. There was drama. There was confusion. There's. Yep.
Yep.
This
Let's
is
see
a
where
great
it
show.
goes.
I think last week, after I watched this episode, the next like 2 days or whatever, I rewatched all of season 1 of
Yeah.
Loki again, and I forgot that was only 6 episodes, and I forgot that they were only like a half hour long each. There's so much shit that happens in that show in 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like it's
I was
ridiculous.
getting lost. Here's the downsides. We're
Well-
already halfway through this season. There's only 6 episodes of Loki.
Yeah, this is what I
It
don't
doesn't
like.
feel like
I don't like that
There's
at
no
all.
what we were 5 episodes into Ahsoka, and we're like, what the hell is happening? This is like
And Mandalorian season 3. we're
totally.
like,
This is like we already have our villain. We know what's happening. We're confused about this, and we know that we have 3 episodes left.
I know it's just that when it's a good season, I want more.
Anybody know the
absolutely.
runtimes?
Yeah, they're like half hour 45.
They're all consistently half an hour.
No. It's I believe that they're all been like 47 or 49 minutes with like 10, 15 minutes of credits. So like half hour.
Okay. I would have preferred them to be all consistently 45 minutes. 6 episodes is enough if you do a good job of it.
I mean, again, they
Yeah.
did in the first season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of that, and before we get into our 80s horror, every Halloween I always for
What do
some
you call me?
horror.
That's
Sorry, Jason.
accurate.
Our horror 80s.
Horror.
Horror, sorry. Every Halloween I always rewatch Stranger Things, the last season. So I just finished watching season 4 again because I hadn't watched it since last summer because they just kind of feel Halloween to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how long those episodes are.
Yeah.
Like the regular like 1 through 7 is just about an hour and a bit.
Yeah.
And then 8 is an hour and a half and 9 is 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that was Netflix did not give a about runtimes. They would just
Yeah.
be like, this episode's 2 hours. And you're like, wait, what? And like
Yeah.
so many of their series.
Yeah.
There is talks that Disney's getting away from these 6 and 8 episode nonsense. I'm hoping that they just make the show and then decide later how many episodes they're gonna do. Just make the show and decide when to cut it, and just do a good job. Forget about hey, we only have 6 episode budget and we gotta
Yeah.
cram everything in here or take things out of it to fit into that 6 episode budget. I think it just makes for better TV. And there's talks they're gonna get away from all this and start doing something different.
What do you think?
Yeah. Clone Man. No, he's saying no.
He's like an
You know
Indian
what?
guy. He's like an Indian guy. I don't know. Maybe
He wants his own series,
Yeah.
Yeah.
live action. All right, Nate, take it away.
All right.
80s
Well,
Roundup.
yeah, we decided
Halloween,
to
I'm gonna
do
put on a freaking mask.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get nightmares.
from the
Jesus.
purge right there.
Oh man, I don't even want to see you right now. Jesus. No, keep it on.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's,
gosh.
that's nightmare fuel. That's like, wait, did you ever watch Reboot?
Yes.
That's Hexadecimal's mask.
Yes.
From
Yes.
Is it actually?
No, it's not, but it just reminds me.
Are
of
you
it.
are your
Looks
kids
like
going
Oh.
out for trick or treating?
I don't know.
My kids aren't. My kids just packed it in.
Probably.
Why?
Okay.
Really?
it. Oh, like
Why?
free candy.
I
might-
might go out.
Wearing that
Yeah, my
mask.
13-year-old packed it in. My 17-year-old packed it in.
They're in the
Mm.
too cool for it phase. All right.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, sorry. So this week, 80s horror roundup.
Hexa.
Yeah.
Just love
Is that what it is?
Keep it on,
Okay.
There you go. Keep it on.
For
Yeah.
the 80s horror. Nathan chose. What'd you choose, Nathan? Go ahead.
Oh, The Return of the Living Dead. A
Oh.
comedic take on Night of the Living Dead. Oh gosh, what can I say about this? It is, to me, this is classic 80s horror with that comedic twist because it's just the special effects were all like they're good. They're cheesy though, but they're good. They reminded
Hold on,
me of
wait.
special
Alvin,
effects.
did you watch this?
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
What do you think?
I know it's
You
a
said
no.
you were going to last time.
You said
You'd
you were
watch a horror
gonna.
movie.
Stop.
Why
didn't you?
I did not watch this.
Ah,
But
It's not
maybe
scary.
people in the
You
chat,
should've-
people in the chat, let us know if you watched this movie.
Have you? It's what
Yeah.
year is it, Nate? Was it Nate?
84?
I think it was
got
80.
right here.
I know the sequel is 88.
What is the name of the movie again? So people can
85.
hear it.
It's 85. The
85.
Return of the Living Dead.
The Return of the Living Dead.
Give us the
So-
basic plot behind it.
Basic plot is that
Yeah. Alex
the
knows what's up.
U.S.
The cemetery
Kiwi.
scene. You know what's up. You know which one.
the U.S. military gets a chemical that basically makes zombies, and
Mhm.
they're in this mortuary. I think it's a mortuary, or it's a place that sells bodies
Morgue.
and skeletons to people. Is
Yeah.
it a morgue?
Or
Because
no,
they
yeah, it is
buy
mortuary
bodies.
because they're storing them.
Cowabunga says
Yeah.
Tarman rocks.
Yeah,
Oh, man, does rock.
it's a weird place, but they accidentally let loose this thing
It's always,
that
it's always
it
in it.
creates
He's got it.
zombies.
They've got these like giant barrels, and they're like, "Whoa, I hope it doesn't leak." And he goes, "It's not going to. It's made by the U.S. Army." Bang, bang, and then they get sprayed in the face with zombie juice.
Zombie juice.
Yeah. And they let what was it? They had a body as well in there that it was just a dead body, but it got hit with the juice which was in the air and
Yep.
it turned into a zombie. It looked just like a regular person that they had
Yeah,
like
he
used
just
a
looked
body
like he had
spray
scurvy.
on.
Like he just
Yeah.
had jaundice or something. He was just yellow. Like he's like, give me some vitamin
Oh my
C there,
God.
bud.
Yeah. It's just like a guy just died yellow. No like zombie features. Just they just died of yellow and threw him in naked to run after people.
Yep.
So I think, like you're right, the zombies looked different in this.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
act.
Well, the first 4 or 5 zombies that you see are different, and then at the end of or I guess the crescendo of the movie, it's just like bog standard zombies with like rotten flesh going brains and
Yeah.
eating
Yeah.
But
heads. But then they are also sentient and can talk on a
And-
fucking radio
and they're making up
And-
plans, and they're like,
calling in more police.
Yes.
And I bring in more paramedics.
plus, sorry, is this the first time we get to see zombies actually run?
no,
So
no,
what I read
Caesar, or what Cesaro. There's the Romero,
Romero?
zombies. Yeah.
Okay.
Those were the first like running fast zombies.
Okay.
ARX says a capsule zombie is so good.
Capsule, yeah.
Yeah. That actually if he's referring to the capsule, the one where his face melts kind of like an Indiana Jones.
Oh, in the beginning, yeah, where it's the Indiana
Yeah.
Jones wax.
Oh yeah,
melt.
yeah.
That was pretty cool. And you just see the eyes. First the eyelids are closed and then they melt away and the eyes are just staring at you. That was a pretty cool shot. There's that, and also the other highlight shot in that film for me was when the paramedic turned on the lights on the ambulance and he just sees a
Oh.
bunch of zombies right in front of him.
Right.
I love that.
Right.
That was pretty cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So
but the
who are
movie's
our
basically-
heroes here?
But this is the thing. There's no like main
there's-
people.
No, like so
It's
there's
a
the
group effort.
no there's all the punks that went there to party and dance naked. And then there is the 2 guys who are working at the facility who then get infected, and then there's the crematorium guy And they're everyone just dies.
Yeah.
And
The one guy put himself into the
yeah, he just goes, screw it, I'm just gonna
Kill myself.
melt myself. And Trash is the first guy to get his his brains eaten. And everyone just stands there and watches. And and then they call in more paramedics.
ARX says the car is the hero in his opinion.
Oh, I mean, that car was pretty bitchin'. It also just said spray painted on the hood. Who cares? It's best car ever.
Cowabunga says send more cops.
Oh yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, so one of the zombies gets on the radio and goes, "Send more cops," and then they send more cops and they eat them all.
But it is like, have we ever seen zombies actually like
sentiently talking and planning stuff? No.
Plus, don't they reference other movies in this?
Yeah,
like they reference not Dawn of the Dead, but something else.
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead
came out just before it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, in this movie, you see elements of what zombies were traditionally viewed as, where zombies were sentient. They weren't undead. They were supposed to be sentient. Well, I guess they were. They had died and were resurrected by voodoo magic. And the idea behind it was they were a slave in life because they're in Haiti. They're slaves in life, and now they're slaves in death. And that's the scary thing. So they can still think and all that, but they have to obey a higher power, a magical power. And at this, I love. What do you guys think of the idea where the zombies go after brains because that gives them temporary relief from the pain that they feel when their bodies are rotting? I love that idea.
I don't know if I love it, but
it's better. I thought it was better than a lot of the other ones where it's just the zombies are
at this point,
it makes sense.
At this point, it was usually just like mindless roving hordes of them, and this actually, instead of just like, oh no, you fell, or oh no, you're shitty at running, it's actually like, oh, they're cornering them because they're creating this plan, and you're actually understanding the danger that they're in as opposed to just overwhelming forces. So it was a definite kind of relief from the standard. I mean, also too, this came out around the time before a lot of the super fast, terrifying zombie movies.
Right.
And this was just like, hey, what if we did Thriller music video, but we made it 2 hours?
Where does this rank in all-time zombie movies for you guys? Is it in your top
super
3?
High.
No?
I don't know if I've ever actually thought
it's
about it.
fun.
I don't
It's not really a scary zombie movie. It's just fun.
It's very much a comedy.
Yeah.
But not so much like Shaun of the Dead comedy where it's like clearly a comedy movie and also there's zombies in it. Like this is a zombie movie first that is funny.
Yeah.
But it was intentionally
Just by default.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, and it just has all of the 80s tropes. Like up until the point where the zombies show up, this was borderline the same feel and stuff as like a Steven Seagal movie or like
for sure.
Like it's just so
when the skeleton comes out of the grave and he still has eyes.
ARX says the campy films. It is in my top 10.
Nice.
Nothing beats Tucker and Dale.
Oh, Tucker and Dale versus that one's really good. As far as comedic, you should have watched this.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I'm not
mad.
Yeah. No, it's not scary at all. In fact,
it's not. It's not scary at all.
Yeah,
not really a horror film.
It's not scary. You're too distracted by boobs anyway.
It feels like it's a
well. Then why did you leave with that?
That's what I said right off the bat.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell this story. On the weekend, my sons and I watched Halloween 2.
Oh yeah,
1981. It happens,
you
happens
you
right.
Have sons?
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
And
And
they're like Kiwi.
exactly. So we're watching this, and it's funny because they could care less about knives going in heads, people getting cut up, anything. Once there's a girl's boobs, they're both
It's the best movie ever.
they hide their eyes. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, finally, something to look at.
was that was the best part of most horror movies. It was just like, all right, we got the dumb cheerleader,
and Kiwi left the chat.
and shower scene. There it is. Okay. Oh no, she died. Oh no, she's getting chased. She has to run. Oh no, it's slow motion. Oh, now dead.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I haven't seen or played Last of Us yet. I can't weigh in on the.
Oh, it's a great show.
oh,
The game is great
Gotta give
and
it a try.
the show is great.
it's one of the best
Yeah,
shows that
yeah.
has ever come out.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
It's like
I don't even know the game, and I love the show.
it's Breaking Bad level. You
I-
haven't seen Last of Us? Okay.
I gotta tell you, like, I don't like this kind of stuff, but the game, I actually played it from start to finish. Is one of the few games in the last couple of years I've been able to do that because I wanted to watch it and watch the show and play the game at the same time. It was an unreal experience. It was so good. I think the show is a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
good show.
It's too bad we're gonna have to wait years for the second season.
Yeah, probably 2 years from now.
I heard
Yeah.
they're filming it here though, right? Vancouver.
Edmonton, yeah.
I heard. Oh, really? I
Well,
heard
that's where they
parts
filmed the last one.
We don't have snow here.
of- What? No, there is in the mountains right now.
It's that white stuff in the map.
Those are the scary parts of our movie.
Yeah. Girls.
Oh man, so good.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Probably,
Dude,
not.
it's fun.
It is.
I am
fun. It was a
look
good
out for
run.
this. I am doing 3 movies that traumatized me. A short, 30
Oh.
seconds. 30 seconds.
Oh my
I
God.
still want to get you
So look
to
out.
play Phasmophobia with me.
No,
We
I'm
have to.
I am not doing that.
We
No.
have to.
No way.
Oh.
I will have a phobia.
All right, so you're gonna drop something, and then we're gonna play a little Halloween game.
Okay, so going back to what I was saying in the beginning, Taylor Swift is in my good books because I heard something nice about her, and I'm like, okay, this person intrigues me now. I'm not gonna go out there and listen to her music or anything on the way home.
No.
Don't you follow me, Justin? But she was at the game, and she is currently hanging out with a football player from Kansas City Chiefs, and so she was in the suite with her friends, and then also the gentleman who she's hanging out with, his dad was there as well. Kelsey, Mr. Kelsey, his name is.
Grammar?
No, last name Kelsey.
Oh.
Anyway, so
Travis.
he basically tweeted out saying that everyone at the suite, they drink and party and eat and everything, which is cool, and they all leave their trash. He said that he saw her get up, go around, pick up all the bottles, all the trash, put in the garbage bag and everything. She was far from being a diva or somebody that's, stuck up. She's down to earth, and she's just a good overall human being. And he's like, I've never seen anybody in the suite do that ever. They all think that their shit don't stink kind of thing, right? And so he's like, I wanted to tweet that out and let everybody know that she still, at the end of the day, she's not one of those typical movie or musicians that have gone to their heads.
Mm-hmm.
She's down to earth. And I'm like, hey, you get to see more of a human side of that. And I was like, all right, cool. I can respect that, and I can respect Taylor Swift. So that's my little take.
Elvin,
Nice.
the audience is exclusively telling you that they want to see you piss yourself, okay?
Okay, let me think about it. You got me to think about it. All right,
All
get
right,
out of here.
All right.
Thank you,
And
Chad.
Huey, you are no longer getting praise from me.
All right. So you guys have to put on some sort of costume.
Oh.
What?
You got either a wig, a Vader,
I got this.
a screen.
Oh yeah.
What do I have?
Sorry, Nate. What do you
No.
got? Anything there?
I got
You
a
have to
hat.
plug your
Give me a
controller
second.
into the second port to beat me. It's a Metal Gear Solid reference. Wait, where the hell did Nate go?
He's gonna get naked.
He's gonna
He's
get...
getting his fedora.
So we're gonna play a bit of trivia, and I have
Okay.
candy for the winners.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I'm gonna lose this so bad.
No, you know what? I got some special questions just for you, Elvin.
Ooh,
That
special.
I don't think you're.
Look at Nate.
Nostrovia.
Okay, Nate, if you get anything right, we'll just save you. And in the chat, you can do it too. So these are.
Pants? We're all not wearing pants. What's wrong with you? That's
Who
what we
wears
do here.
pants?
That's our AC.
All right, so these are Halloween horror movie questions.
Okay.
Oh God.
Whoever answers it first gets candy. Again, Nate, I'll put some aside and in the chat.
It
Well,
won't-
we'll just.
It won't be here.
We won't be. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Can the chat play
The
along?
chat can play for sure.
They don't get a candy, but we can
We'll
eat
give-
it on their behalf.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you want us to mail you candy, which we're probably not going to do that.
Okay, question 1. A group of friends summon a ghostly figure by saying his name 5 times in front of a mirror. What horror film?
Beetlejuice.
Bloody Mary.
What'd you say?
Beetlejuice.
What did you
Is
say?
it? Oh, sorry, can you not hear me? Is it Beetlejuice?
I just can't hear what you're saying. What was your answer?
Beetlejuice.
No.
No, that's 3 times.
No?
Answer is Candyman.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Candyman.
ARX, you win a candy.
There
1 point
you go.
for
1 for ARX. All right. A top student from FBI training academy interviews a brilliant psychiatrist who is a violent psychopath.
Beautiful Mind.
Nope.
Spider-Man.
They're
If
all-
I say her name,
they're all
Clarice.
horror, right?
Clarice. There's.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I have no idea that.
Okay. Let me. An ancient shapeshifter
The Mummy.
emerges from a sewer
Swamp Thing.
after 27 years to prey on children.
Oh, the clown, the
Pennywise.
clown. What's the name?
oh,
It.
It.
I'll
yeah.
give that to
Yeah.
Evan.
Yeah, I knew there was a clown.
Jack Torrance becomes a caretaker of an isolated hotel.
The Shining.
Yes,
I don't even know who
Yeah.
As
Jack
soon as you
Torrance
said the
is.
name.
they got it. All right.
Slow down here.
Sorry, I got lots to go through. Which horror film involves a journalist investigating a cursed videotape, which causes yes,
The what?
the ring.
Ring.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna find one for Elvin here. Hang
I
on.
got one already.
No, a good, easier question. Hang
Who
on.
is Geronimo?
Which group of 4 men hunted ghosts?
No.
Shut up.
Oh, here's one. Okay.
We're not talking about turtles here.
Okay, Nate, and Justin, you guys have to be quiet for this
Okay.
one. Okay. This horror film follows a young girl named Carrie with telekinetic powers who takes revenge on her her classmates. Want me to
What's
say it
the
again?
movie called?
Carrie?
Yeah.
I did it.
All right. A space crew en route.
Star Wars.
That wasn't horror. A space crew en
Lost in
route
Space.
to Earth when a foreign radio signal is picked up.
Alien.
Yes.
Alien?
That was alien to me.
Suck it, Nate.
See, people cheering for me. Woohoo! Way to go, Alvin. You got it.
Okay, hang on.
You should
Let's-
guys watch the Monday show. I really screwed up there. I didn't even know who Michael Myers was.
Oh my god.
Okay, I got it. This is another one for Elvin. Okay,
Okay.
what I'm gonna say a movie quote from a horror movie. You have to guess the name of the
Oh,
horror
God.
movie. Okay, this is the quote. Get out. What's the movie?
Out? Get out?
Yes. Good job.
Oh, I feel smart now. Oh my god, this is
All right.
embarrassing.
I got lots here. We can keep going.
No, I mean, yeah, okay, fine. We can do a couple more.
A disfigured villain preys on teenagers in their dreams.
Freddy
Freddy
Krueger.
Krueger.
Hey,
Hey!
you got that one
Yeah.
real. Nice.
That's one of my traumas.
Which horror movie revolves around a group of friends who spend a night in a remote cabin and
Cabin
find
in the
Cabin in the
Woods.
Cabin in the Woods?
and find an old book that awakens a
Ouija.
flood of
Evil Dead.
evil dead.
I just randomly.
Ouija.
Ouija.
Boo. The movie.
Oh,
Uh,
ARX, he was asking about the character. Come on, man. Get it right. Get the horror movie stuff right, bro. Come
Yeah.
on now, bro.
After a California family moves into a new home, strange and creepy strange and creepy things start to happening.
Paranormal Activity.
Older ghosts. What'd you say, Nate?
The Exorcist? Oh, I said The Conjuring first, but
No, ghosts
Oh.
consume through the television.
Both the guys.
Yes.
Woo! You said television. I knew it.
As soon as you say television.
What the hell is that noise? Are you
Nathan.
making popcorn?
me? I don't hear
Oh my God.
anything.
It's
No.
something spooky is happening.
Oh no.
true. Something's coming through the TV.
What happened?
There is actually.
I don't know. Our audience is getting itself. Continue to.
I don't know. Maybe we're cursed. Everyone's freaking out.
Pop rock. Someone goes pop rock. Oh, that's awesome.
It does. Sorry. Okay. A man with a meat hook terrorizes a group of friends for their actions that they did in the summer before.
Something happened to the audio.
Thanks, Ted.
Oh, we can't hear you guys anymore.
This is
You
weird.
can't hear us?
There we go. Something happened to the audio. It just cut off. The new cables are melting.
The cables are
Maybe we should stop playing this game.
The game is somewhat Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Now it's not on the audio. It might be.
Before we get our throats slit.
Somebody's haunting us.
Wait.
Yeah, pop rocks.
No, it's Nathan.
It
It's
was
Nathan. Yeah,
Yeah. That sound's coming from Nathan's end.
Is it?
yeah,
Can you
Nathan.
keep-
I just muted you. Because you are made of pop rocks.
Hilariously said, "I am making this popcorn right now."
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that it's
Orville?
the hat. I think it's
Oh,
the
man.
the fur from the hat rubbing against my
You're making too
AirPods.
much weird stuff. All right. Anyway.
All right.
Something else.
We were
Must
we
be
were
hot.
finishing up here.
Yeah,
This is good. I got 4
you got
questions.
a lot.
Yes.
Five.
I was kind of my hand was held for a couple of them.
No.
The
You
chat,
got,
the
you got
chat.
some on your own.
Look at the chat. They have Blair
Yeah.
Witch, Evil Dead, Paranormal Activity, The Conjuring, Poltergeist.
You're just naming everything.
Yeah, they're just
Those are
going down the
all of
list.
ghost types that we can find in Phasmophobia when we play it with Alvin. And he'll have, if you watch now, he'll wear a diaper. I don't know.
What?
Anyways, maybe we should do more quizzes every. Not a horror.
No, we can
thing.
do quizzes based
No,
on
only horror movie quizzes from now on.
I'll give everyone else normal questions, and Elvin will give them a horror question. Who
I'll
died?
get them all right.
What's the kill count?
This was fun.
Yeah.
It was good. We had a lot of things to talk about. It's going to get even more jam packed soon because Invincible is coming out soon for Amazon.
Yep.
I'm going to get into that bad boy. That's going to be awesome. And Apple TV has a Godzilla.
That's right.
Is it a movie or TV show?
It's a show with your favorite actor, Kurt Russell.
Oh,
And his son plays him younger, like back in time. The guy who was in
Russell.
The chat, the guys in the chat, you guys want us to talk about Godzilla as well, or do you think that's too much with all the things, or do you just
No.
don't care and want to talk about everything?
in the show Falcon and Winter Soldier, he was the Captain America. That's Kurt Russell's son.
Oh,
So
just wait, the body double?
no, the guy who took over for after Steve Rogers in the show, there was a Captain
Anthony
America.
Mackie?
No.
Oh, I never watched the show.
Okay. Anyways, there was another Captain America. The actor, I don't know his
Mhm.
name. It's Kurt Russell's son. and
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
I know who you're talking
New
about.
in this new show, Kurt Russell, you see him in present time, and when they show him younger, instead of
Yeah.
de-aging, it's actually his son playing him.
Oh, I see.
So people saying do it,
All right.
and
Well,
we're-
yeah, who's the meat hook guy?
Oh, it was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, okay.
you didn't even do any Scream.
Wow.
You should say what was the parody of Scream?
What was the parody of Scream?
I have no idea.
Stab.
Scary movie.
It was.
Scary movie did a parody.
That's the movie within the movie.
Yeah,
that they
Sebastian Stan. No, it wasn't. That's Winter
That's
Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
It was the gentleman who played the evil version of Captain America,
made. Yeah.
Agent, I think.
Yes. U.S. agent.
Yeah, U.S. Agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
People saying scary movie. They just
Yeah,
scary movie. That's
was.
what the spin.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Scary movie. I'm
Stab.
sorry. Stab. No, Stab. If you watch Scream 2,
Okay.
they make a movie in the movie.
Yeah,
It's
you
called
call yourself stab fans.
Come on.
Go ahead and subscribe to our social media handle at A&R Universe on Instagram and TikTok and all.
Hit the YouTube buttons.
Yeah, please like the video. Go watch our other videos. Appreciate every one of you guys for
Kiwi's
hanging out
asking
with us.
one last thing. Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
Hurry up, Kiwi.
Oh.
We're waiting.
I'm gonna talk with food in my mouth now.
Do you guys watch any? Well, you don't. Do you watch anything on Halloween or before Halloween? Around Halloween?
I don't know.
We actually watch a Adam Sandler movie every year. Came out a few years ago.
Which
all,
one?
all his movies are scary.
Yeah, it's a Halloween. it's the same one. It's got like David Spade in it and all his buddies.
Right.
Hoobie Halloween. It's
Yeah,
called.
yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
That one.
He's like takes place in Salem.
I like how
on
when he's
Halloween
riding the bike.
night. Yeah. But it does. It's got
So good.
it's got Shaq in it too. Shaq's in it,
Sure.
and Kevin.
Spacey?
Not Kevin Spacey. Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
Ooh!
What is the question?
Hurry up and type.
What is the question, Kiwi? Let us know. What were the
Okay.
monsters summoned in Cabin in the Woods?
Oh,
What were? There was bats, there was flying skeleton, octopuses, there's Cthulhu, there's a werewolf, there were mermaids, there were sirens. There was
movie
what do you
is
mean?
this?
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods. It was
with Thor. Thor's in it.
yeah.
Chris
And
Hemsworth.
Was that a remake?
no, so Cabin in the Woods, you're never gonna watch it. It starts out looking like it's a horror movie, but actually it's this government-run facility where they murder people with deities or different like entities because they need to make blood sacrifices to a god. And Matt Whitmer, one of the guy from West Wing, he's in it.
Okay.
And he's running it. But yeah, essentially they're just like making blood sacrifices to this deity. So then they capture teenagers, and yeah, there was like a million monsters.
Yeah.
I mean the
The
the kids summoned. Oh, there were zombies. No, there's a shitload of there's just tons.
Oh, you're talking about Evil Dead now. Is that what he's asking?
I don't know.
The monsters summoned. That was the question before. They're just like
What were the
demons
monsters
in
summoned?
Evil Dead. They just
Cabin in the
summoned.
Woods? Oh yeah. There were
It's
just zombies and stuff. Yeah.
trees came to life.
Oh
and-
yeah, the ants.
Yeah. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're going to see Five.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna go see early screening of Five Nights at Freddy. My
Yeah.
kids want to see it, and I said, okay, I'll take you guys there.
they're
So you're going to a horror film.
And they're gonna hold your hand all the way
Hell
through
is
it.
freezing over.
All right. Well, we'll get
You
you.
said Taylor Swift is pretty cool.
What is
and
going
you
on
watch
here,
the
man?
horror movie.
Wow.
Alvin has changed.
What a show! What a show!
So we'll be talking about Barbie next week.
Oh my god!
Guys,
And Willow is the best show ever.
Oh,
I'm
God.
leaving.
On that word, I had to
Yeah.
say Willow. We didn't
Yeah.
say it tonight. I dropped it.
No,
Dude, right
Nathan
before-
said it before you
Ah,
came.
there you go.
And
Damn
now
you,
we
Nathan.
bookended it.
The streak continues.
Yeah. Nathan's finished his popcorn. Eating his pop rocks.
Can he unmute himself?
Nathan,
Can he
there's,
talk
there's
now?
something behind you, Nathan.
No, he can't.
Yeah.
Talk. He's muted. Is there any way you can unmute him or no?
He's
I see what's
unmuted,
still
but
muted.
I just turned the. Just say good. We'll just say wave bye.
Thanks everybody for joining us. It was a blast having everybody come on here. We have 15 people on here talking to us. This is awesome. It's cool.
Wow.
Join us next week.
Wow.
We're going to talk about these shows again. Loki.
This time we'll
Uh,
remember all the shit.
Rick
that
and
happened with
Morty.
Loki.
We'll pick up an 80s movie. You can let us know
Whose
if you
turn
want
is
us. We can even have the viewers send us an 80s movie they want us to take a look at too. We'll
Right in the
compilate them.
comments.
Yeah, write in the comments an 80s movie that you want us to talk about next week,
Yep.
or go to our social media handle and send us a message there. Look out for our shorts. We do almost every week a couple of shorts. They're going to be awesome stuff. This week, I think all Halloween related.
Morty.
Yes. Anyways, good night, everybody. Take care and happy Halloween. We'll see you guys right after Halloween. Bye.